Wallow billions in losses. I turned looking at Daniel Tang, asking, didn't you say before we're affecting Riverdale City's economic development? Daniel Tang nodded. Then looking at Nathan Xie. Director Xie, didn't you tell me before our project's delayed progress, if not completing by summer tourist season, will affect Riverdale City's entire economy? I then continued. Now construction already delayed 15 days. Meaning the opening day must also delay over 10 days. Our Riverdale City has rich historical heritage, has stunningly beautiful long coastlines, possesses the nation's largest natural beach, abundant seafood resources, plus extremely convenient transportation systems. Half a month's time, I think with a large-scale project like this, should earn at least around 100 million, right? Or do you think I'm young? So just boasting for fun? I looked at Nathan Xie curiously asking. His mouth corners twitched slightly, the words he himself once said. Now I returned them sentence by sentence, stabbing straight into his heart. He forced a smile. Currently still over 2 more months until summer tourist season. If arranging workers to accelerate progress, then we'll quickly catch up on the delayed portion. Actually, losses on your side. Only about 15 million in that half month. Counting indirect losses from delayed progress. Just call it 20 million. I'll report to higher leadership. Apply for special support funds for your side. And arrange dedicated personnel to follow up and resolve. Do you think that's acceptable? I tapped fingers on the table, signaling Nathan Xie to pour more tea. Then saying, I want to emphasize one point again. This amount is due to your delay and negligence, causing losses to our enterprise. It's not called support. Should be called compensation, to be correct. Precisely because of city management's weakness and indifference. That caused our enterprise to suffer losses. I can't let you take this opportunity to beautify yourselves. Moreover, previously you said you'd provide us a subsidy. Now over half a year has passed. Yet still haven't seen the money. I'm truly starting doubting this city management's credibility. I turned to Daniel Tang. Old Tang, take out the video we recorded at Bayshore Village. Show Director Xie. Daniel Tang raised his eyebrows, excitedly pulling out his phone, opening the just recorded video, showing Nathan Xie, while I leisurely poured more tea for both myself and him. Nathan Xie focused on the screen when seeing an Officer Chen pulling out handcuffs without distinguishing right from wrong. His expression immediately changed. At the video's end, another officer shouted, "Catch them." Then a bunch of old folks transformed into street warriors, rushing to chase and beat us. Nathan Xia's expression became extremely ugly. The earlier argument could still be blamed on villagers' greed, considered a harsh mountain breeds tough people phenomenon. But Officer Chen was the representative of Riverdale City government, clearly showing this city's attitude towards such incidents. As Riverdale City's ruling authority, they didn't protect investors' legal rights. On the contrary, even planning to arrest, forcing enterprises to yield before villagers' unreasonable demands. Law not being law, and law enforcers helping lawbreakers. This was a serious regression of civilized society. If this video spread online, Nathan Xie could immediately imagine how massive a shock it would cause. Especially the final scene where they planned destroying evidence. That was a remote, poor area. And those people held all weapons in hand. If truly caught by them. Not certain I could now be sitting here, drinking tea like this. Nathan Xie watched the video while glancing at me, thinking how to handle this. He sighed lightly. Just in an instant, like aging decades. Very sorry for letting you experience such terrible treatment. This matter we'll definitely investigate thoroughly. However, this already exceeds my authority. I'll contact the mayor immediately. I breathed out a long sigh. At least this person still knew thinking. Not foolish enough to shield city management from me, forcing them to delete the video. I already video called Lily Liu earlier, precisely to prevent this situation. Not long after, an elegant, wealthy-looking middle-aged man, leading 2 Officer Chens, entered the investment promotion office. Nathan Xie immediately stood, yielding the main seat. Then introducing to everyone. This is our Riverdale City's Mayor Andrew Shao. Mayor. And this is Luke Liu, Liu Corporation Chairman's son. And beside him is Liu Corporation's Regional Project Manager. Mayor Andrew glanced at me and Daniel Tang, slightly nodding in greeting. Then asking Nathan Xie, "What did you just say? Some video that could affect Riverdale City's economic image?" He turned asking Nathan Xie again. Daniel Tang immediately pulled out his phone, showing Mayor Shao. Andrew Shao calmly watched the entire video. Then turning to me, voice cold saying, "Your malicious secret recording behavior is serious defamation of our Riverdale City's image. If this video spreads out, then millions of people's efforts here will vanish into smoke. Delete the video. Problems you encountered, I'll personally resolve. Just speaking." He glanced signaling the two officers behind, telling them to prepare for action. I raised eyebrows slightly. "Oh, so that's it? Not just deleting the video?" I laughed, showing very cooperative appearance, presenting my phone before them. Andrew Shao looked up at the phone screen, seeing I was video calling someone. He quickly pulled his head back, looking awkward. I smiled. I'm originally a careful person. Today's entire conversation content, I already had someone record and audio tape everything. If I don't return on time, then those videos will automatically be posted online. I just finished speaking, laughing lightly. Daniel Tang stared at me in shock. Just now he thought, the sibling affection between me and Lily Liu was so good. Being apart a bit also must video call to ease missing each other. Never expected I already arranged preserving evidence from the start. If it were him instead. Probably already controlled now, forced to delete the video. Nathan Xie thought silently. Though earlier he did say to me some slightly threatening words, but fortunately not as blatant as Mayor Shao's method. Otherwise now also finished along with him. I opened my Douyin app, placing the phone on the tea table for everyone to see. Mayor Shao. See if it's coincidental. My account now has over 10 million followers. Seeing that over 10 million follower count, I frowned slightly, puzzled. Clearly I hadn't posted many videos, yet suddenly gained over 2 million more followers. I discovered, in the Douyin app, there were numerous notifications tagging my name. I clicked to view. Notifications appeared one by one, all coming from accounts whose names started with United States. Chapter 123, Little Young Master Comrade. This time I must criticize you. I opened the first video. From the account, US Military. In the video, magnificent scenes appeared. Moon Palace breaking through encirclement. Missiles being dismantled. Armored vehicles firing precisely hitting targets. Below, the caption read, "Thanks to blogger Luke from Capital City for freely donating this new era's battle anthem to our nation." I opened the second video. From the account, US Air Force. Still that familiar melody playing, but this time showing modern fighter jets tearing through blue skies. Below also clearly thanking Luke from Capital City for donating the new battle anthem to the nation. Below were also US Navy, US rockets, even US Mission Express delivery. Mayor Shao swallowed hard. In this self-media era, a person with 10 million followers' social influence cannot be underestimated. Moreover, that person also wore the mantle of patriotism. Now everywhere, mainstream military channels were publicly thanking Luke Liu for donating battle anthems to the nation. Yet shortly after, he nearly got arrested without cause by Officer Chen, even chased and beaten by a mob of villagers. As mayor, forget keeping his position. Probably tonight would already receive a special package from Mission Express. I raised my eyebrows slightly. Yesterday I just learned from the show, Close Family, that the musical piece, Moon Palace Breaking Through, was already completed. Never expected today. All major US military accounts simultaneously used that song to make promotional videos. I sat up straight, lifting the teacup from the table, taking a sip, then tapping lightly on the teapot lid, turning to Nathan Xie, showing displeasure. "Little Xie, today's tea has no flavor. Brew me that 82 pu'er." I glanced again at Andrew Shao, whose face displayed myriad emotions. coughing lightly twice, then saying, "Little comrade Xiao. Regarding your attitude today, I must criticize a few things." Andrew Xiao forced a smile, taking from his pocket a pack of cigarettes, pulling out 4 to distribute to everyone. Nathan Xie and Daniel Tang accepted, immediately putting them in their mouths. I glanced at all 3 of them, coldly saying, "You planning to smoke right in front of me?" The 3 had already lit up, hurriedly extinguishing and tucking cigarettes behind ears. I turned looking at Andrew Xiao. Our corporation's project in Riverdale City, can it ultimately continue or not? Andrew Xiao paused slightly, then seriously nodding. Law cannot bow before lawbreakers. Regarding those Bayshore villagers, I'll personally supervise handling. He himself thought that I was still willing to continue the project in Riverdale City. Meant I wouldn't publicize today's events. Because if this matter leaked out, Riverdale City's reputation would severely decline. Tourist numbers would also drop sharply, and ultimately directly affect project profits. As long as I didn't release that video. Then as a legally invited investment enterprise, our reasonable demands, Riverdale City government, should have responsibility to support. What about the economic losses from being delayed these many days? I asked. We can issue a special policy, creating more favorable conditions for your investment. Andrew Xiao answered. I nodded. I once went to Bayshore area to view houses for sale. Only around 200,000 could buy one. Yet we already compensated them 400,000, and they still weren't satisfied. In my opinion, just buying at market price is reasonable, right? If saving 200,000 per house, about 500 houses, can save 100 million in investment capital. Andrew Xiao's eyes also flashed with agreement. If not for those people, he wouldn't be this passive. I also think we should follow market economy orientation. Can't always just care for local residents, while harming investor interests. He glanced at Nathan Xie. Director Xie, your work still hasn't met requirements. Nathan Xie nodded repeatedly, pouring more tea for everyone. I'll definitely continue studying the organization's spirit, and implement thoroughly in work. What about those 2 Officer Chens? I continued asking. Being officers yet not knowing to protect people's legal rights. On the contrary, acting as shields for dark forces. We'll definitely investigate thoroughly. Andrew Xiao coldly answered. I glanced at Daniel Tang. Anything else I haven't mentioned? Our investment subsidy application documents. Already submitted over half a year. Still no news at all. Daniel Tang reminded softly. Andrew Xiao immediately picked up his phone calling. After hanging up, he told us. Currently the subsidy has been approved and transferred to finance. Within 5 business days, money will be transferred to your company account. I nodded satisfied. Indeed, Mayor Xiao has decisive work style. I believe later, under your leadership, Riverdale City's economy will definitely develop brilliantly. Old Tang, your phone's probably full of storage, right? Daniel Tang immediately understood my meaning, placing his phone on the tea table. Deleting that video completely. I did the same, deleting the video right before them. Then texting Lily Lu, telling her to also delete that clip. Andrew Xiao and Nathan Xie seeing this, both breathed sighs of relief, faces simultaneously breaking into smiles. Luke Lu, today must be your first time in Riverdale City, right? Tonight let me invite you, show you around to enjoy local specialties. Andrew Xiao warmly invited. I thought a moment, then gently shaking my head. Tonight I already have plans with Grandpa. Still have several matters to handle. I reopened a video, showing me sitting beside Elder Ethan Xie, playing piano together. In the video, Elder Xia's eyes full of kindness, looking at me with a benevolent smile. Andrew Xiao's entire body momentarily stiffened. He immediately understood I was subtly reminding him. Even without that video, the backing behind Lu Corporation was not something he could touch. I checked my watch, then glancing at Daniel Tang. It's getting late. We won't impose further. Old Tang, Mayor Xiao has enthusiastically supported our construction. Later staying in Riverdale City, you must work well. Any difficulties, just proactively communicate with the mayor. Daniel Tang nodded continuously, then taking from his pocket A black business card with gold lettering. Handing it with both hands to Andrew Shao. Andrew Shao accepted, viewing it over. Then also giving his private phone number to him. Watching them exchange cards, I stood up bidding farewell. If hurrying a bit, perhaps still time to watch the sunset with Lily Lu at the ocean. Today's a rare day off, I've made her wait all day. In my heart also felt a bit guilty. When reaching the car, I suddenly realized Lily Lu wasn't sitting in the car at all. I looked up searching around, wanting to see where Lily Lu had hidden. She suddenly from a small alley nearby ran out, then throwing herself straight at me, when I was still planning to sternly scold her for again turning my shirt into a rag like always. Lily Lu sniffled, choking slightly. Hoo. Brother, you didn't get arrested by them, right? I sighed lightly, reaching to gently pat her head. Who said I didn't get arrested? Just because I ran fast. Comrade Lily Lu, get in the car quickly. No more time for explanations. Taking you to escape. Escape to a city far, far away. Chapter 124. I even bought a fishing rod. Don't tell me I won't get a house with ocean view as well. I turned on the car's AC, pulling out a tissue for Lily Lu. You just now, were you scared I'd be arrested? So you hid? Lily Lu blushed. I saw you text to delete the video. I was afraid they'd discover you, so didn't dare sitting in the car. I was scared they'd find here. I patted her head again. Had to admit, this little one was truly vigilant. Whole body drenched in sweat, heavy with sun's scent. Earlier not seeing you in the car, I thought the pig I raised so long ran away. Saying this, I chuckled softly, because when showing them my phone, I'd temporarily disconnected the video call with her. Lily Lu frowned, bowing her head, pulling her shirt, bringing it to her nose, sniffing. Doesn't smell bad. Besides, I'm not a pig. She handed me a water bottle. It's hot, drink more water. I patted my stomach lightly. Listen, been drinking tea all afternoon. But Lily Lu remained stubborn, holding the bottle before my face. I helplessly accepted, drinking it dry in one gulp. After drinking, I was somewhat surprised. This water's really good, has a light sweet taste, and faint floral fragrance. I licked my lips lightly. Earlier drinking the first half bottle didn't have this taste. Could it be from drinking that 82 pu'er earlier? The tea flavor was too strong. So now water triggers the tea aroma? I looked up. Sky, already beginning to darken. I pressed the accelerator, speeding toward the nearest shopping center. 3 swimsuits promised to Lily Lu. Must fulfill. Riverdale City sat by the ocean, having the nation's largest natural beach. Swimsuit shops here were countless. I led Lily Lu, entering a shop selling fishing rods and swimwear. The shop had 3 sections. Left section displayed fishing rods and men's swimwear. 2 right sections all women's swimwear. Looking at those various styles and colors, then looking at Lily Lu, my heart involuntarily beat faster. The hand holding hers also tightened a bit more. Her heart also beat no slower. Bowing her head, her cheeks flushed pink. The hand gripping mine from nervousness gripped even tighter. It's truly hot, I awkwardly said. Go pick swimwear. I'll also pick one. Lily Lu blinked, looking at me full of doubt. You won't help me choose? Last time shopping with Amber Lee, you helped us see which suited with your looks and figures. You 2 girls, I think even wearing potato sacks. Others would think it's designer wear. Latest fashion just released. I flicked her forehead, firmly refusing. Won't help. The shop still has people. Don't be silly. When you're done trying, don't come running out wearing just the swimsuit. I especially emphasized. Lily Lu covered her forehead, breaking into a sweet smile. Yes, I'll go pick swimwear. She understood. I was just afraid. Others seeing her figure in swimwear. Brothers definitely jealous. Wonder what style swimsuit brother would like. Humming softly, she walked around the shop, searching for clothes. Suddenly, a bright orange-red bikini caught her eye. Face immediately flushing. She glanced around, seeing no one paying attention, then clutching the outfit like a thief. running straight into the fitting room. On the other side, my selection was much simpler. This shop only had 5 or 6 styles of men's swimwear. I chose black loose beach shorts, plus a black cool fabric shirt. Then starting to find staff, asking about several basic fishing rod types for ocean fishing. Today I already resolved the Bayshore Village matter. Even helped old Lou save $100 million. I already bought a fishing rod. Could old Lou be that heartless? Wonder if he might even gift me an entire oceanfront house. Tonight going to Resort Phase 1 over there. Staying at the hotel with hot spring pools. Overnight. Tomorrow morning watching sunrise with Lily Lou. Can also go ocean fishing. Then playing in beach sand. Truly the life wealthy people should enjoy. I bought a 2.1-meter lure fishing rod. Thinking of Lily Lou, I also picked for her a 1.5-meter handheld rod. The rod's grip was even light pink. After buying fishing rods, Lily Lou stood before the shop entrance, in hand holding a paper bag, inside containing the swimsuit she'd just chosen. What style did you buy? I asked curiously, tilting my head planning to look inside the bag. Lily Lou immediately hugged the bag to her chest, other hand raised covering my eyes, softly exclaiming, "No peeking." I sighed lightly, taking her hand, pretending sadness. Little sister's grown up. Already knows keeping private secrets. Lily Lou tilted her head, showing her teeth smiling, revealing small white teeth. Smiling. "This is a surprise gift for you." I frowned slightly, face full of doubt. Surprise gift for me? How can women's swimwear be for me? Lily Lou's expression immediately darkened. She pouted, turning away, clutching the swimsuit tightly, quickening her pace forward. For 2 minutes, she decided ignoring me completely, but reconsidering my earlier words. Her face involuntarily flushed again. Brother's such a pervert, even wanting swimwear I've worn. She stopped, glaring at me fiercely, huffing loudly, then turning away, walking even faster. After walking over 10 meters, she stopped again, glancing at me, huffing once more. I awkwardly patted my mouth. Why couldn't I control my words? I suddenly noticed, by the roadside, a small cart selling cotton candy. While Lily Lou kept turning back, looking several times, I bought a cotton candy shaped into a flower. When she turned around, I held out the flower. "Don't be angry anymore. Giving you this flower." Lily Lou looked at the cotton candy flower, then at my guilty expression. Finally silently accepting it, she slightly extended her elbow, glancing at me. I understood immediately, reaching out, threading through her elbow, letting her hook onto me, looking up at the sky. If returning to the resort now, probably too late for watching sunset. Lily Lou and I went eating at a famous nearby seafood hotpot restaurant. After eating full, we too wandered around strolling, taking advantage of dusk just falling, before returning to the Hot Spring Hotel. Chapter 125. Do you know what two-faced means? The Hot Spring Hotel was built on a low hillside. From afar could see both sides of the entrance road planted with carefully trimmed trees. From within the tree rose faint white steam. I looked at Lily Lou, then at those open-air hot spring pools, secretly frowning. This outdoor type won't do. Absolutely not, I thought silently. Lily Lou's cheeks flushed, occasionally glancing at the hot spring pools on both sides. Both excited and shy. Entering the hotel lobby, I asked the reception staff, "Do you have private rooms with bathing pools?" The staff nodded, enthusiastically introducing to me. Presidential suite costs 5,888 yuan per night. Currently not yet peak tourist season, so the hotel's quite empty, yet the room price still nearly equals 2 months' salary from my past life. I shook my head helplessly. After swiping the card, room attendant led us to the presidential suite area. The presidential suite wasn't located in the main hotel building. The attendant used an electric tourist cart, taking us up a higher slope. On the hillside stood a quaint farmhouse-style cottage. In the courtyard was a very large hot spring pool. The pool was designed infinity style. Looking over, seemed like just one misstep could fall straight down the hillside. Both adventurous and thrilling. Water in the pool was natural hot mineral spring flowing from the mountain. Above covered a layer of faint white steam. Both of us got off. The room attendant thoughtfully brought 6 eggs for us, also earnestly introducing, "These are free-range chicken eggs from Dragon Wild Mountain. Laid in mountains, with stunning scenery, mild climate. Eggs from there aren't just nutritious, but also have skin beautifying effects. The room has hot spring egg boiling equipment. You too can boil them yourselves." I carried the egg basket, holding Lily Lou's hand, walking into the room together. Inside was decorated, in minimalist style. Not too much furniture. Right upon entering was a simple wooden table. On the table sat a traditional flower arrangement. Beside it were brush, ink, paper and inkstone. Surrounding lamplight filtered through lantern-shaped decorations, illuminating throughout the room. The room's interior slightly dim. Walls covered in material resembling rough canvas. Under lamplight, it reflected pale yellow. On walls also hung calligraphy and paintings by famous artists. The entire decoration made one feel like stepping into a mountain forest retreat, carrying an indescribable serene Zen quality. Especially when I sat at the reading table, looking through the classic wooden window frame, could see the full moon slowly rising between mountains, accompanied by melodious music echoing from afar. I felt my spirit completely cleansed, as if my soul also sublimated. Lily Lou gently placed her hand on the table, upper body leaning forward, other hand tucking fallen hair by her ear. On her cheeks rose a light pink hue. Her gaze also became somewhat avoidant, softly saying, "You bathe first or I bathe first." Little Lily truly knows how to break my mood. I licked my lips lightly, gaze also beginning to wander elsewhere. I'll bathe first," I stammered, just finishing. I immediately grabbed the swimsuit, running straight into the bathroom. Called a bathroom, but inside wasn't small at all. Even had a huge bathtub made from black obsidian. That stone emitted a deep dim glow. The bathtub edges flush with the floor. Inside filled with hot spring water channeled from the mountain. Like a truly private hot spring. If not wanting to soak in the outdoor pool, in that large hot spring area outside, could also soak in this obsidian tub. Right in the room. The tub's size sufficient for 2 people soaking comfortably. With space to spare. I felt somewhat nervous, turning my head, glancing behind. Opening the shower. Carefully washing thoroughly bit by bit. Never before felt myself bathing so meticulously. Like preparing for a ritual. After bathing, I looked again at the obsidian tub, reaching to test the temperature first. Then slowly immersing my whole body in the water. When my body was enveloped by warm water, I sighed like an old man with great satisfaction, softly releasing a relaxed moan. Tingling, soft sensation spreading throughout my body, making me shed all the day's fatigue. Looking up, on the bathroom ceiling was a small glass skylight. Outside, light on the hillside so faint. Through the skylight, I could see the star-filled sky twinkling. When I was lamenting human life's smallness, the bathroom door suddenly rang with light knocking. "Brother, finished bathing?" Lily Lou's voice came in. I laughed awkwardly. Actually, I was deliberately prolonging time, just because wanting to escape this reality. I dried myself quickly, then slowly stepping out of the bathroom, only seeing Lily Lou's cheeks flushed red, both hands covering her face, but through finger gaps, could still see her large bright eyes, occasionally peeking at me. Seeing her adorable appearance, I reached out, tapping lightly on her forehead. Inside also has a hot spring. Don't soak too long, might faint. Lily Lou covered her forehead, pouting unhappily. You just soaked so long yet telling me. Do you know what two-faced means? That's you. I raised my chin proudly, startling her. She huffed, making a face at me. Then grabbing her bag, running straight into the bathroom. The door closed. I patted my chest lightly, calming my wildly beating heart. Breathing deeply twice. Gaze again stopping at the swimsuit in the bag. I shook my head hard, wanting to dispel all messy thoughts in my head. Then I took several eggs, along with a hot spring egg boiling device. Walking out of the room, the device for placing eggs in hot water was a wooden tray. In the middle was a metal mesh layer. I put the 6 expensive 5,888 yuan eggs into the mesh tray, then casually placing it beside the hot spring pool. The hot spring pool was designed in 3 tiers. First tier for sitting soaking feet at the pool's edge. Second and third tiers had different depths, sufficient for people to swim inside. I sat by the hot spring pool, both hands gripping the white marble stone edging the pool. Looking up was the vast Milky Way. Looking down were brilliant human lights. This scenery was breathtakingly beautiful. Indeed, money spent wasn't wasted at all. Feeling the hot water caressing my whole body, I gently closed my eyes, enjoying. This is truly life worth living. Suddenly by my ear rang soft footsteps. Then Lily Lu's clear voice arrived. "Brother, I'm done bathing." Chapter 126. She ran away. Before I could react, she approached. Through the thin ethereal mist, I looked toward Lily Lu. She wore a 2-piece swimsuit, the top like a slim halter, revealing a long swan-like neck, rounded shoulders and flat belly. The bottom was a soft short flared skirt, 2 long slender legs clearly visible before my eyes. She wore wooden slippers provided by the hotel. Her pale pink toes curled stiffly from tension. When noticing my gaze, she bowed her head, cheeks immediately flushing, eyes wavering, awkwardly restless, finally stopping at her own tightly clasped hands, softly asking me in a small voice, "Brother, does this swimsuit look good?" I swallowed, feeling I'd probably soaked in the hot spring too long. So my head began spinning. "Beautiful. Very beautiful," I answered dazedly. Good thing Lily Lu's swimsuit wasn't the overly provocative type. Otherwise wouldn't know where to look. Thinking this, I sneakily glanced at her again. Lily Lu breathed a sigh of relief, raising both hands patting her cheeks lightly, then slowly sitting beside me. Her body still cold, not yet warmed. When her arm touched me, my whole body involuntarily shivered. Ask what dignified old man could withstand this scene. I quickly recited in my head, "Namo great compassion Avalokiteshvara." But reciting forever had no effect. Who said reciting sutras when tense brings calm? I shifted slightly, sitting farther from her. Lily Lu unhappily glanced at me, then also shifting, sitting close beside me again. In the hot spring water, the scene of me fleeing her chasing unfolded bizarrely and comically, until I was cornered at the pool's edge. I coughed lightly twice. "Hey, move over there a bit. I've got nowhere left to run." Just finishing, I immediately cursed inwardly. What the hell did I just say? Lily Lu looked up, eyes full of grievance looking at me. "Brother, do you also hate me now?" She pressed her lips lightly, saying softly, "Sorry. I'll go rest." I quickly grabbed her hand. Don't, it's my fault." "Not your fault at all. After all, you're already a grown young woman. And I'm a guy. Between guys and girls, must keep some distance." Lily Lu stared wide-eyed at me, huffing softly. "I won't listen. You're my brother. Different from other guys. You know. Since childhood, no one in my family cared about me. Now with great difficulty finally having a brother who truly likes me," she said, then bowing her head, voice trembling. I sighed, continuously shaking my head in self-reproach. Clearly she only saw me as her brother. In the house, only I cared for her. Moreover, she still bore the shadow of being bullied. Yet I was thinking such nonsense. Precisely because of my dirty thoughts. I made her sad. I reached for the eggs boiling in the spring, planning to peel 2 for her. As atonement. I'll peel hot spring eggs for you?" I smiled awkwardly. Lily Lu thought a moment, then lightly nodding. I took out an egg, gently tapping it on her head. Bop! The sound rang clearly. Lily Lu got hit rather hard. Looking up puzzled at me, I smiled. "I saw on TV everyone does this. Hot spring eggs taste better when tapped on heads. The smarter the head tapped, the more delicious the egg," I solemnly declared as if it were truth. Lily Lu sat in the water, swaying slightly, ripples spreading across the water. Probably only my dumb brother would believe such words, she thought silently. I finished peeling another egg. then giving it to her. The egg white slightly set, soft like jelly. Inside was the sweet flowing yolk. Lily Lou accepted it, gently biting small pieces. It's really good. I also peeled one for myself. This soft-boiled egg type didn't really suit my taste. I still preferred fried eggs in hot oil pan. But indeed, this type had no fishy smell. Taste was quite good. After eating the hot spring eggs, I noticed Lily Lou seemed uncomfortable. She patted her chest several times, as if feeling nauseous. What's wrong, the seafood? Or did the eggs earlier make you uncomfortable? I asked worriedly. Lily Lou turned looking at me, shaking her head lightly. Just feeling a bit stuffy. A little nauseous. It's nothing, brother. Let's soak a bit longer. I immediately stood up, pulling her out of the spring water. When she just turned around, I noticed her face, visibly paled. Brother, not soaking anymore? Such a waste. One night this expensive. Just rest in the room a while. Lily Lou bowed her head softly answering. I grasped Lily Lou's arm, reaching to touch her forehead, then checking her pulse. Her arm was ice cold. Forehead slightly hot, pulse showing clear signs of heat stroke. I guessed when this afternoon arriving at the seaside village, she'd sat in the car too long. So had mild heat stroke signs from then. Should have just needed resting a bit. But tonight also soaked in hot springs too long. Seeing her pale face, I knew immediately she was like a child who'd done something wrong. She gently pulled my hand. Brother, I'm sorry. Please don't be angry with me, okay? Probably because of fever, her mind was somewhat confused. Of course I'm angry. Lily Lou, what are you thinking? You know you have heat stroke, don't you? Feeling uncomfortable. Why didn't you tell me? I shouted. Now I was truly angry. I didn't understand what I'd done wrong to make her always so withdrawn and fearful. Just because I showed excitement about us soaking in hot springs together. So despite feeling uncomfortable, she still tried, staying beside me until the end. I gripped her arm tightly, pulling her back to the room. Her eyes were slightly wet, sniffling, voice aggrieved. Brother, sorry, don't be angry anymore. Though she knew I was worried about her, but in her heart feared I'd leave in anger. She forced a flattering smile. Brother, it's nothing. Before I've also had this. Just need lying down a while to recover. While in the spring, I didn't feel uncomfortable. Just now getting out, immediately felt dizzy. Her body went soft. I quickly lifted her up. Before was before. Now is now. I'm not angry at you anymore. Just angry at myself for not caring for you properly. Entering the room, I laid her on the bed, turning on AC to cooler temperature. Then going into the bathroom, taking the shopping bags from earlier, placing clean clothes by her bedside, if the swimsuit's too tight, making breathing difficult. Then change back to your clothes. I'm going out to buy heat stroke medicine for you. Finishing, I turned about to step outside. But just standing up, she already gripped my wrist tightly. Brother, don't go. I breathed deeply, gently embracing her, patting her hand reassuringly. Her body was feverish. Holding her felt burning hot. I'm just going out to buy medicine. Only with medicine will you recover. She was probably delirious from fever. Suddenly hugging my waist tightly. No, can't go. If you leave, you won't come back. You men are all liars, deceiving me. Already said you wouldn't abandon me. I gently patted her head. I'll never leave you, rest assured. Lily Lou trembled slightly, huffing softly, but still hugging me tightly, refusing to let go. I thought a moment. With her current condition, if I truly left, definitely couldn't feel at ease. Then let me hold you, okay? I said softly. But you can't lie to me. Must promise not to leave me. I promise, never leaving. I smiled slightly, coaxing. While she loosened her grip, I took my phone from the pocket, calling Daniel Tang. From the other end, hearing noisy music, probably he was at a bar. Or some club. I frowned. Old Tang. Help me buy some heat stroke medicine. Doesn't the hotel have any? Daniel Tang asked back. I paused slightly. Could a luxury hotel not have a first aid kit? Suddenly remembering this was a hot spring resort area. Perhaps the front desk would have preventive medicine. I hung up, immediately calling down to reception. Reception was very enthusiastic, saying they'd send medicine up to the room immediately. After hanging up, I breathed a sigh of relief. As long as she rested overnight, tomorrow should be fine. I suddenly felt my heart tense. The girl in my arms started moving again. I looked down, seeing her pulling the shoulder straps down, seemed planning to change clothes. I jumped up startled. Hey, I'm still here. I'm a guy. Her voice choked. Brother still wants to leave me? I'm sorry. Later I'll be more obedient, won't make you angry. Later I'll definitely obediently listen. Please don't abandon me. I sighed deeply, decisively closing my eyes, saying softly, I'm not going anywhere, I'll just stand here. Hurry and change. Lily Lou looked at my back. Seemed truly having no intention of leaving. She sniffled, voice pitifully saying, but I want you to hold me. This kind of acting spoiled truly wanted killing me. After you finish changing, I'll hold you, okay? I softened my voice coaxing. In my heart continuously reciting the great compassion mantra. Trying to numb my own thoughts. I'm an upright person. Absolutely cannot take advantage of someone when they're weak. I told myself this. Behind me came soft rustling sounds. The sound of fabric brushing lightly rang out, occasionally accompanied by her soft breathing. If not for fearing the scene was too stimulating. Perhaps I'd already wanted recording it. Tomorrow playing it for her to hear. This swimsuit's so hard to take off. Brother, can you help me? Great compassion mantra. Great compassion mantra. Seems gotten a bit fatter. This shirt won't button. Great compassion mantra. Great compassion mantra. Wait. Fatter where? Why won't it button? Explain clearly. Quickly explain. Finally got dressed. Socks ripped in one spot, whatever. Hi, brother, hold me. I tilted my head, slightly opening my eyes. Confirming. She'd truly finished changing. Only then did I breathe with relief. Sitting beside her. Not long after. Knocking sounded. Hotel staff arrived very quickly. I coaxed her a long while. Before freeing my hand from her tight grip. Then helping her sit up. Getting a glass of water for her to take fever medicine. Then giving her a bottle of cooling heat relief medicine. After drinking, rest. I said. She took a small sip. Face scrunching up. Tastes bad, you drink it for me. No. Must drink it all. I said sternly. What tastes bad for me to drink, talking nonsense. I'm working so hard caring for you yet complaining about bitter medicine. Lily Lou pouted, puffing. Then started blowing bubbles in the medicine bottle. I stared helplessly at the bottle in her hand. The medicine in the bottle increasingly more foamy. She obediently drank all the medicine. Brother's so mean, she mumbled. After drinking medicine, then turning her back to me, burrowing into the blanket. I sighed. Raising children truly exhausting. Seemed like she was sulking. I could only accept helplessly. Standing up planning to go sleep in the adjacent room. Right then, my eyes accidentally swept to a small green Smurf doll in the wooden bedside cabinet. I froze for a second. Then angrily calling Daniel Tang. Damn you. I'm buying medicine for my sister who has heat stroke. What do you think I'm doing? Company's about to open an amusement park in Africa, right? Tomorrow you get your ass over there. I grabbed the remaining medicine bottle. Taking all that miscellaneous stuff along. Chapter 128, Not Appropriate. Leaving the room, I went outside to the hot spring to soak. Again. Looking up at the star-filled sky. Then at the distant lights of countless homes. Letting the cool night breeze blow across my skin. Sipping a chilled sweet drink. The icy sensation spreading through my throat. Making me shiver in the hot water. Then returning to the room. I checked again. Lily Lou's condition. Confirming her fever had broken. I finally felt at ease lying down beside the bed. Though these days we'd been sleeping together. But after all, that was in my room. I tossed and turned, unable to sleep. In my head constantly worrying. Afraid at midnight her fever would return. Then spike to delirium. Or she'd wake up at night thirsty. Couldn't find water and faint. Even. Thinking randomly that perhaps some stranger would sneak into her room. While thinking endlessly, I heard a Click. My room door opened. A small figure silently entered. She sat on my bed, gently pulling out my hand, then softly lying beside me, feeling the warmth and gentle fragrance spreading over. My originally troubled heart suddenly became peaceful again. Early next morning, I yawned, then slowly opening my eyes. First checking her condition. Besides still being a bit weak, she was completely fine. Lily Lou squeezed her eyes shut in embarrassment, thinking of last night's actions and words she'd said to me. Her cheeks flushed again. Don't pretend sleeping. Get up for breakfast. Yesterday you were sick. Now must rest quietly a few days to recover. I pinched her small nose while speaking. She dissatisfiedly swatted my hand, while I just laughed helplessly. She was still hazily fantasizing about Snow White's story. I opened my eyes, mouth corners curving into a helpless smile. Seeing me prepare to sit up and wash my face, she suddenly hugged me from behind, rubbing her head against my back, giggling. Hi, brother Tilda. I could only laugh helplessly, reaching to gently pat her head. Few more years until marriage age. Why so early in the morning running over? Acting spoiled with me? Though saying this, in my heart I felt unusually happy. After all, who wouldn't like such a soft, sweet little sister? Lily Lou again rubbed her head against my stomach, huffing softly. I won't marry anyone else. She sat up, burying her head in my chest, looking up at my face sideways, then seriously asking, Brother, yesterday didn't you say you'd stay by my side forever? I felt like in my heart a whole train rushed through. The world suddenly fell silent, only hearing my heart beating powerfully. A little deer in my heart wearing a white wedding dress, holding a "Long live the bride" sign, throwing flowers joyfully. Hearing her words, I froze momentarily, frowning awkwardly. Though in the past there were chamber attendants and such. But when you marry, dragging me along would be weird. I'm after all an upright man. That chamber attendant thing, I can't do it. Right after I finished, a fierce humph rang in my heart. That little deer from not following traffic rules got smashed flat by the train, even run over several more times by following cars. Lily Lou glared at me, bowing her head forcefully, ramming straight into my chest, then huffing coldly, standing up walking straight to the bathroom. I rubbed my chest, grimacing, watching her angry departing figure, head full of question marks. What's gotten into this girl? Why does she change faces faster than flipping pages? No matter how close we are, but getting married and dragging me along, what's that about? Don't tell me she wants me, truly sacrificing? Just thinking that, my whole body broke out in goosebumps. Shivering, then shaking my head with a bitter smile, I went to the bathroom to wash my face. While washing, I pulled out my phone to check messages. Message from Daniel Tang. Young Master Lou, I was wrong. Does Miss Lou still need heatstroke medicine? I'll go by immediately. Young Master Lou, I truly don't want going to Africa. How many penguins must I catch before returning? Then Summer Lou's message. My dear little brother Tilda, where are you playing today? When will you come home? I prepared potato chips and cold soda for you, Tilda. Hoo-hoo. 24 hours without seeing my dear brother. I feel so lonely. Seeing those greasy messages, I immediately understood that video was definitely chosen by the principal. I replied, diligent study leads to success. Must have attitude. Must have faith. 10 years of studying. Who doesn't dream of Stanford University? Thinking how the other day Summer Lou was still confident, thinking her idea would be chosen, while mine would be rejected. I could imagine how delighted she'd be. Seeing this message, then another message, from Grandpa Xie. Hey, last night I already discussed with father and son. Arranged for Ambersong to attend the same school as you. Though you two are young, don't mind others' gossip. True love is invincible. If wanting to register marriage, I can help with the paperwork. After reading the message, I stood frozen several seconds. Could it be yesterday when Dad said, with great difficulty invited Grandpa Xie for dinner? Was it to discuss marriage arrangements? For me? I thought a moment. Then replying, Grandpa, Dad said he wants building a plaza near your house. Then establishing a plaza dance team for the ladies. If wanting marriage registration, no need running paperwork. Just your appearance is enough. I turned off my phone. Sighing. Truly every day someone wants harming me. Not a single, peaceful day. Mumbling while brushing my teeth. Unconsciously glancing toward Lily Lou's room. I suddenly froze. Remembering Grandpa Shia's message. Don't mind worldly eyes. True love is invincible. Why does this sound so familiar? Seems I said exactly this before. Thinking of Lily Lou's strange recent behaviors. My eyebrows furrowed. Could she still not have forgotten Sister Amber? Just because fearing worldly judgment. So wanting to drag me in. To cover for them. I nodded slightly. Feeling like I'd just discovered the truth. Everything makes sense now. Seems years watching Detective Conan. Chapter 129. Surprised? Feel amazed? Bold hypothesis. Careful verification. I thought a long while. Deciding to test Lily Lou's attitude. I stepped out of the bathroom. Lily Lou already woke early, hair neatly combed. The shirt she wore wasn't tucked into her skirt. Jacket tied around her waist. Whole body fully covered, not showing any skin. Seeing me come out, she huffed then turned away. Watching her sulking appearance, I unconsciously shrank back. All the courage just gathered. Suddenly vanished in one breath. Actually, knowing a bit less about some things is fine. Who doesn't have their own little secret? If two people truly like each other, should I support or oppose? I shook my head hard. Looking at her then saying softly, let's go. Pack up a bit. Let's go home. Lily Lou paused slightly. Gaze looking at the two fishing rods in the corner. Along with the pile of fishing equipment. Brother, aren't we going ocean fishing today? I shook my head. It's very sunny. Your body's already weak. Yesterday you had heat stroke too. Next time we come, we'll do it then. I looked up out the window. The sun had gradually risen high. Last night busy caring for Lily Lou, I forgot about watching the sunrise. She also looked where my eyes went. And saw the sun slowly rising. Thinking back to last night. I cared for her being sick. So didn't get to fully enjoy the hot springs. Also missed the brilliant sunrise. Now again because of her health. Abandoning the fishing plan, while she was still sulking at me. Lily Lou bowed her head guiltily. Softly saying, brother, sorry. I walked over. Gently patting her head. Forgiven. Who told my little sister to be so adorable? Arriving home, I told the household helper. Cook something light for lunch. Then I planned going upstairs to rest. On the way home, Lily Lou seemed to have also learned. Enjoying the scenery on both sides of the road. Her gaze always looking out the window. While I alternated between watching her and watching the scenery. This road was originally very open. Yet in my heart felt unusually occupied. To the point I also felt tired. When arriving home, Lily Lou carried a set of clean clothes. Walking straight into the bathroom. Probably wanting to bathe and change. Because yesterday she sweated a lot. I yawned then flopping onto the bed. Suddenly from the gaming room direction. Came a vague sound. Damn Luke Lou, hateful. What is this password anyway? Not parents' birthday. Not his birthday either. Definitely not mine. Maybe the youngest's birthday? No. The youngest and he share the same birthday. Come on, Summer Lou. Come on. Almost there. Just one more step. Parents are so biased. Why does Luke's room have a private gaming room? Plus so many snacks. Hearing this, I immediately jumped up. Thinking, Sister Summer Lou was still resting in my room. Who knew she'd already made her way to the gaming room? And it seemed she was about to guess the password correctly. I quietly approached the gaming room door. One hand yanking the door open. Light from behind shining straight into the room. Summer Lou's face showed clear panic. Just seeing me, she immediately broke into a coquettish smile. Little Luke Tilda. Why are you home so early? Coming home, why not? Tell me in advance, so I could greet you at the door Tilda. I noticed that though she was looking at me, her eyes kept glancing at the computer screen. Both hands continuously typing on the keyboard. Being a mechanical keyboard, each keystroke made distinct clicking sounds, while the computer kept beeping, ding ding, indicating wrong password repeatedly. I raised my eyebrows. Didn't you message yesterday, saying you missed me terribly? Our sibling bond is so deep. So right after waking, I drove home immediately. Surprised? Amazed? Summer Lou's face stiffened slightly. In the quiet room only the sound of keyboard typing and error alerts rang out. Actually, I didn't miss you that much. How about you go exercise a bit outside? Let me do my work, I nodded. Fine. I came back just to tell you the password anyway. If you don't need it, I'll go outside. Before I could step away, Summer Lou lunged forward, grabbing my wrist from behind, pulling me hard onto the gaming room sofa. Little Luke Tilda, what do you want to eat? I'll get it for you. Want some water? Driving such a long distance. Must be tired, right? Let me massage your back. I searched the whole house for you. Do you know how sad I was? Barely wanted to eat or drink anything. Just kept thinking when you'd come back. Right then, from the gaming room walked out a helper. Young master. Miss truly missed you very much. Yesterday kept asking when you'd return. Even told us that once knowing you'd returned, must immediately inform her. Yesterday she ate very little too. Not even half her normal portion. I raised my eyebrows slightly, glancing at Summer once. Never expected she even prepared an informant. Summer awkwardly bowed her head, looking at her hands twisting together. Face flushing with embarrassment. She said enough. Now I already know little Luke returned. She can go do her work. Mrs. Wong nodded, looking around the gaming room. Rarely coming here. Might as well check if anything needed cleaning. She looked at the trash bin in the room. Couldn't help frowning. She said seriously, young master, for your health's sake, in the future, try eating less outside junk food. I was slightly stunned. These days caring for Lily, my eating was very moderate. I looked puzzled at the trash bin. My God, inside were all fried chicken boxes. Then pizza boxes, barbecue packaging, and all kinds of snack bags. Plus empty soda bottles. My mouth corners twitched, looking at Summer. This is what you call too sad to eat or drink. Chapter 130. Using the Emperor to command the Lords. I thought a moment. Yesterday morning, Lily and I went to Riverdale City, while Summer had fried chicken, pizza, barbecue. Not just lunch and dinner, but even late-night snacks weren't skipped. Not to mention all those snacks and sodas. Truly, no appetite, indeed. Besides tea and meals, everything else eaten freely. Right now Summer was pushing Mrs. Wong out of the gaming room. She coughed lightly twice, covering her awkwardness. Little Luke, do you know how much I missed you? You've been running in my head all day. I ate those things to supplement nutrition for you, she said very confidently. Hearing Summer's rustic pickup line, I could only look at her with disgust. Do I need sharing the food delivery fee with you? Summer approached, massaging my shoulders, smiling. Worthy of being my good little brother. So caring, very good. Right now the most important thing is opening that video first. We're grasshoppers tied to the same string. If I'm good, you can be good too, right? If I can't be good anymore, then can only stay home every day. By then we'll use your bed, eat your snacks, use your computer, even hug your little sister. Right then Lily was holding a hairdryer, walking to the door, asking surprised, sister, you want to hug me? Summer rolled her eyes, then answering, right. Come here, little sister. Let me dry your hair. Where did you two play yesterday? Was it fun? Just mentioning yesterday? Lily immediately bowed her head, looking at her hands clasped tightly on her knees. Her face flushed. Seeing Lily's reaction, Summer blinked repeatedly. She always felt missing some important plot point. She looked at me, then looked at Lily again. Little Luke's busy editing the video. Let's go outside first. Only now did she realize the sibling affection between me and her truly had nothing left. Wanting to learn from me what happened yesterday was probably very difficult. At this point, can only start with Lily. After drying Lily's hair, Summer asked curiously, where did you two go yesterday? What did you do? How was sleeping at night? Did little Luke sneak into your bed last night? Lily was slightly flustered, stammering. Yesterday I went to Riverdale City with brother. Brother helped mom and dad resolve the project issues there. Summer gaped in shock, looking at my back in the gaming room with resentful eyes. Clearly we agreed to be freeloaders together. Why betray me by being so diligent? I could imagine the pressure she'd face later from Kenneth Liu and Scarlett Zhao would be enormous. Seeing Summer's shocked expression in Lily's heart also rose some pride. She continued, last night we went to a hotel with a pool and hot springs. At first brother and I slept separately. He didn't sneak into my bed either. Finishing, she even nodded satisfied, though ultimately still slept in the same bed. But at midnight I snuck into his bed. So I didn't lie. Summer frowned, assessing Lily from top to bottom. She always felt this wasn't as simple as it seemed. She said you two went to a hotel together with a pool and hot springs to sleep. Doesn't that mean you two saw each other in swimsuits? Her eyes immediately brightened. She raised her hands, describing the shape of a three-piece bikini. Did you wear this style yesterday? Did little Luke stare without blinking? Did you bring that swimsuit home? Let me see it quickly. While speaking, she licked her lips lightly. Right now Lily was wearing small rabbit pajamas. Seeing Summer's manner, she immediately feared like seeing a big bad wolf. Right then, a sinful hand landed on Summer's head, pressing down hard. Summer's eyes immediately became clear. She turned looking at me, saying sweetly, little Luke, I already helped dry little sister's hair. About you two at the pool and hot springs, looking at each other in bikinis. I completely know nothing about it. I gaped in surprise, looking puzzled at Lily, her face flushed so red it could drip water. She continuously shook her head at me. I nodded, releasing Summer's head, turning about to run into the gaming room. The video in the computer, even if having to delete it completely. I couldn't let Summer get it. But Summer suddenly lunged forward, hugging my waist tightly. Little Luke, I know I was wrong. In this life, I only have one request. Give me that video. I just want to study it. Later we'll definitely study hard. Find a good job, then use all the money I earn to support my little brother, okay? My face flushed, both hands gripping my waistband tightly. Angrily gritting teeth, let go. If already hugging waist, then just obediently hug, but pulling my elastic waistband too. What's that about? This isn't just an ordinary elastic band. Inside it seals a prehistoric beast. It's the final boundary of human morality. Also the dignity I swear to protect to the end. Long ago Cao Cao used the emperor to command the lords. Today Summer uses the waistband to threaten Luke. Lily's face flushed, both hands covering her face, eyes glistening with tears, through finger gaps, secretly peeking. Summer now hugging my thighs. Voice acting spoiled, little Luke. Give it to me please, just finishing. She suddenly froze, thinking of what she just said. Then looking at her current position. Face immediately flushing, hot steam rising in waves from her head. She released me, plopping down on the bed like a duck. Eyes glistening, full of shame and anger looking at me. I was still desperately protecting the boundary of my morality. Also froze momentarily, pulling up my pants, discovering the elastic band stretched and deformed from the recent collision. I sighed, waving at Summer, then turning toward the wardrobe. Seeing me act this way, Summer immediately jumped from the bed, grabbing the peeking Lily, then kissing her cheek with a smack, exclaiming, "Love you so much, little Luke." Lily stared stunned, turning to look at Summer, while I also froze several seconds. Wasn't she thanking me? Why kiss her? Should have kissed me. Summer stuck out her tongue, making a face. Dream on, making me say such embarrassing things. Anyway, I already gave this kiss to little sister. Let little sister pass it on for you. Chapter 131. Little brother's grown up. Hearing Summer say this, I reflexively looked at Lily. Her lips were slightly parted, silver light shimmering on them, looking truly captivating. Lily's eyes, moist as if wanting to cling to me, also gently looked toward me. While unprepared, our gazes collided. Both of us blushed, awkwardly bowing our heads. Summer's mouth corners curved up. Watching this scene between the two, she felt truly satisfied. I pulled up my pants, then stepped into the changing room. After all, wasn't planning to go out. So planned washing my face simply. Then changing into pajamas. Lily immediately followed me into the changing room, handing me gray wolf pajamas. Looking at the wolf pajamas in hand, and the white rabbit pajamas on Lily, I unconsciously pinched her cheek lightly. The soft, surprisingly elastic feeling. Moreover, when I squeezed gently, the expression on her face also changed with each touch. Truly irresistibly captivating. Feeling my intimate action, Lily's face began heating up. She looked up at my face. After all, that was Sister Summer. A sister's kiss should naturally be placed on her brother's face. I thought silently, the burning sensation transmitting from my fingertips immediately jolted me awake, hurriedly pulling my hand back. Lily, because wanting to soak in hot springs with me, even with heat stroke, still stubbornly saying she was fine. I understood that for Lily now, I was her only support in this house. Also her most important family member. As long as I didn't do anything crossing the line, even if her heart felt a bit uncomfortable, she still wouldn't refuse. So I had to be even more careful in my actions. Couldn't take advantage just because she wouldn't oppose. I patted Lily's head lightly, reminding her, if my actions make you uncomfortable, you must tell me. Silly girl, I'm going to shower. Not playing games today. Let's watch movies together later. Finishing, I grabbed the clean pajamas, stepping into the bathroom. In the bathroom's laundry basket, still had the shirt Lily changed out of. I suddenly recalled the awkward scene from before, when Lily helped me wash my shirt. Couldn't help frowning slightly. Could her underwear also be under that shirt? I remembered yesterday Lily was also wearing black socks. Could they also be underneath? I looked at her pile of changed clothes. 3 minutes had passed. In my head a fierce struggle. Should I pick them up? To do something indescribable? Moved. Finally I moved. What exactly have I decided? I turned my head back, seeing Summer standing at the bathroom door, mouth seriously narrating like a story. I looked at her resentfully. Are you doing live commentary? I'm just afraid you'd be impulsive and do something weird. Am I bothering you? If so, I'll help you. Close the door. Wait 3 minutes. After all, little Luke's a guy now. At that age, 3 minutes my ass. I grabbed the clothes from the basket, throwing them straight at Summer. Speak, what else is there? HMPH. Is this how you treat me? I was planning to share extremely good news with you, Summer said proudly. But first, she held the shirt up to her nose sniffing. Little sister's shirt smells so nice. Seeing Summer's perverted expression, I glanced around, discovering only my own pants remained. The feeling was truly bitter. Hateful. You're jealous, aren't you? Definitely jealous. This is the older sister's privilege, Summer said triumphantly. Seeing my uncomfortable expression, she coughed lightly twice. It's about that blogger who falsely accused little sister. That's Ethan Jong from our school. Yesterday daytime he started live streaming sales again. You don't know how pathetically he cried. Summer cleared her throat, then started imitating. Dear friends, I also just wanted to know the truth. That big account clearly had evidence, but wouldn't post immediately. Isn't that for views and followers? Not discussing right or wrong. Doesn't that person have no fault? I've been cyberbullied for 2 days. Even got expelled from school. But I believe tomorrow will be better. Justice lies in people's hearts. But why did that girl, just from being cursed a few times, jump from a building? Doesn't that prove that girl endured terrible pressure for a long time? And who could create that pressure for her? Besides her family. Who else is there? I hope that big account releases more details. Returns my innocence. Speaking of great pressure, people easily lose sleep, have nightmares, and easily get dark circles. So I'd like to introduce everyone to XXI cream. I've always used this. Look everyone. Though these 2 days have endured enormous pressure, but my eye area has no dark circles at all. Watching Summer's reenactment, I gaped. Must say this Ethan Jong is truly a genius. This type of pity performance. He actually thought of it. This isn't the good news you mentioned, I asked. Summer shook her head. Coincidentally, at that time some netizens were softened by his teary appearance. Right then, our military accounts simultaneously posted videos thanking him for voluntarily donating New Era Battle Anthem to the motherland. Yesterday, watching Ethan Yang's livestream, he seemed to also see that video. I saw his merchandise wasn't even sold out. He already hurriedly shut down the live broadcast. When I checked again just now, the platform already locked his account. Consider this good news. I nodded, in my heart joyfully celebrating. Any requests? Summer rolled her eyes, huffing softly. Am I that kind of person? Finishing, she turned away. Seeing Summer hadn't budged a step, I couldn't help laughing. We two sisters are 1,000-year foxes. You still want playing fox fairy tales with me? What's our relationship? Whatever it is, say it straight. Summer was about to speak. Hearing my words, suddenly paused. Right then, she discovered at the door half of Lily's head peeking out. Summer's eyes shifted slightly, then speaking with emotion. So little Luke's tired of me? Is it because I can't satisfy you anymore? Fine. Here are Lily's leftover clothes. Use them for bad things if you want. Rest assured, I absolutely won't tell Lily about those indescribable things you do with her stuff. After all, you don't want anyone competing for your brother, right? I stared wide-eyed. Hearing Summer's rambling nonsense, I stood dumbfounded. Casually answering, yeah, right. You've annoyed me so much. Go outside. Don't disturb my shower anymore. Summer threw the clothes on my head. Then running away from the bathroom. I just pulled the clothes off my head. Then heard Summer's surprised, fake sincere tone ring out. Oh, Lily, why are you here? Little Luke only sniffed your shirt for 2 minutes. Don't misunderstand. Lily's face darkened, but blushed slightly from embarrassment. She walked before me, snatching back her shirt, then coldly saying, brother. I shrank my neck back. This is fourth sister falsely accusing me. Do you believe me? Right now Summer was sticking out her tongue, making faces at me. Seeing Lily turn her head, she immediately changed to a fake sorrowful expression, voice softening. Lily, it's all my fault. I falsely accused little Luke. Come on, go outside. Little brother still needs to shower. HMPH. Lily huffed coldly, clutching the shirt tightly, then stepping out of the bathroom, running straight to her room. I can clearly always be beside brother. Why would he hold my clothes? Hateful. Bad brother, evil one. She suddenly recalled yesterday when saying she'd give me a surprise. I had thought she wanted giving me the swimsuit she'd worn. Lily looked at the shirt just changed out of. Could my changed clothes really be that good? She carefully looked around the messy room. No one there. She secretly brought the shirt to her nose, sniffing lightly. Seems like fourth sister's scent. Also a bit of brother's smell. Her face flushed, burying her head in the shirt, rolling on the bed, taking a deep breath, both hands patting her cheeks, trying to calm down. Brother said this afternoon we'd watch movies together. But how should I go there? On the other side, I gritted my teeth angrily. Never expected someone as smart as me to be fooled by Summer again. I originally planned rushing out fighting desperately with her. But Summer held the bathroom door firmly shut. I could only sigh, deciding after showering to settle accounts with her. Summer scratched her neck, clearly planned asking little Luke for help with this. Don't know why it made him angry instead. Wasn't like this before. Seems after his revolutionary betrayal, my attitude toward him gradually changed too. Hearing water sounds from the bathroom, she sighed lightly. With the current situation, wanting Luke to agree helping is truly difficult. Thinking a moment, she figured only using Lily to salvage the situation. Then leaving my room, going toward Lily's room. The door just opened. She immediately shouted, Lily, save me. In this life I only have one request. Lily jumped from the bed, like caught with some small secret, face flushing, hurriedly stuffing the shirt she held into the blanket. Summer sat beside her, gently draping an arm over Lily's shoulder. Consoling, Lily, actually just now wasn't what you think. I was just making it all up. Lily nodded slightly. She trusted her brother was upright. Just sometimes too straightforward, making others angry. Sister Summer, I know brother's not that kind of person, she said, then looking at Summer. Though in the house, she was always the most invisible. But after all she'd been invisible over a year. So with each person's behavior in the house, she understood quite well. She asked, Sister, I feel, recently the relationship between you and brother seems to have changed. Summer glanced around, speaking softly to Lily. Actually hasn't changed much. Just returning to how it was at first. When if little Luke got pushed down by me once. Could cry the whole day. But since he grew up, though being the most loved by parents, actually he's really boring. Every day just eating, drinking, playing, going to bars. No ambition at all, especially since learning he's not our parents' biological child. This past year, his eyes looking at everyone were somehow strange. Speaking here, her mouth corners curved up, but lately feel he's much more interesting. Though outwardly still carefree, at least his eyes are much clearer. And the way he plays guitar or piano looks truly cool. Now even knows helping parents and eldest sister share company matters. She sighed looking at Lily. Indeed, little sister taught him well. Why not come, reform, me too? Saying this, she looked out the door cautiously, lowering her voice. Really? How did you teach little Luke? Quickly teach me too. In this life I only have this one small request. I want asking you a small favor. Need little Luke's help. You're the little sister I love most. You'll definitely help me, right? Hearing Summer say this, Lily pondered thoughtfully a moment. She wasn't quite clear what she'd done with Luke. Summer pinched Lily's cheek lightly. Voice half joking, half threatening. We're grasshoppers on the same string. If I'm good, you'll be good later, right? If I fail, can only sit home all day. Then I'll sleep in little Luke's bed, eat little Luke's snacks, use little Luke's computer, even hug little Luke's thighs. Lily froze. These words sounded somehow familiar. She shook her head hard. Then hearing Summer continue threatening, you also don't want anyone competing for your brother, right? Chapter 133. All for sister. Threatened by Summer, Lily had to return to my room. Right now I was sitting before the computer, finding some old movies to watch. After all, Lily just recovered from illness yesterday. Her condition probably still wasn't stable. If this affected her ranking climb, that wouldn't be good at all. Seeing Lily blushing, entering the room, I suspiciously looked at Summer. On Summer's face was a meaningful smile. She lightly pushed Lily, then saying, It's decided then. Go on, Lily. Lily glared at her, then silently sitting beside me, hugging my waist. I gently patted her head, asking, Not angry anymore? I wasn't angry at you originally. That was Sister Summer's scheme. I'm very smart, one look and I knew, she said proudly. My mouth corners twitched slightly. Her embarrassed, angry expression earlier didn't seem like acting at all. Summer sat right beside us too. From somewhere, pulling out black blue light blocking glasses, putting them on, then opening her phone's notes app, not knowing what she was recording. I glanced at her, feeling she was truly strange. Shaking my head lightly, I chose a classic romance film, named A Little Thing Called Love, First Love. The film tells about an ordinary girl, striving to change herself, and finally discovering she likes the school's most perfect boy. The movie was filmed extremely well, fully conveying the pure emotions of youth and longing for first love. Lily and Summer quickly became absorbed in the plot. Following the film's progression, Lily lightly leaned against my chest, her hands gripping mine placed on her stomach. When wanting snacks, she released my right hand. Wanting water, released my left hand. Initially, I didn't quite understand what she was implying, but after being glared at by her, I immediately understood. Just those snacks were a bit small, so occasionally my fingers lightly touched Lily's soft lips. sometimes even getting a bit moist. I glanced at both sides, seeing Summer intently watching the screen. I secretly wiped my hand on her shirt. The film ended. Summer excitedly wanted discussing with me and Lily about the film's content, but discovered, right now, the little white rabbit was sitting in the big gray wolf's lap. I skillfully used my left hand, hugging Lily's waist, right hand controlling the mouse, starting to find another film. Noticing Summer's gaze, Lily bowed her head, gripping her pajama hem tightly, two small pom-poms before her chest swaying gently. Lily suddenly seemed remembering something, suddenly looking up confidently. All of this is for Sister Summer's graduate school plan. She had to endure this great sacrifice. Actually, she didn't like it at all. She tilted her head looking at me, saying softly, "Brother, Sister Summer has something wanting your help." Watching the two people before her unconsciously so intimate, Summer suddenly felt, staying home like this isn't so bad. After all, the Liu family doesn't lack one graduate student. Doesn't matter having one more freeloader like her. I glanced at Summer, remembering how she once dragged me into that testing the limits of human morality challenge. Couldn't help snorting coldly. "What are you planning now?" Summer immediately jumped up, but just thinking about needing a favor. She quietly sat back down, eyes shifting to Lily, then looking at me. She hesitantly said, "How about I suffer a bit? Sit watching movies with you like this?" Lily's head immediately snapped up, eyes glaring at Summer. "Didn't you just promise helping with your matter? You'd stop competing for brother with me?" Fourth sister doesn't keep her word. Fourth sister is bad. I also was slightly stunned, eyes looking at Summer. Summer's figure compared to Lily was somewhat fuller, and a few inches taller. Today she wore a simple white round neck shirt, paired with athletic shorts. The shirt's chest area was stretched tight by that full figure. Two long firm legs folded sitting on the sofa. I raised my eyebrows slightly, silently searching on the computer. What's the longest film in history? Seeing the result appear. Film lasting 87 hours. Summer just smiled awkwardly. "I was just joking with you. If hugging like this, then the pure sibling affection between us will be misunderstood. If really hugged by you for 3 straight days, how can I get married later? Especially just now in the bathroom. You even dared staring at Lily's changed clothes. Staring for a long time." I saw Lily sigh with relief. Her hands wrapped around my neck, rubbing her cheek against my face. "Brother, help Sister Summer." My whole body stiffened. Previously Lily, at most, just rubbed against my chest a bit. Now directly pressing face to face. Her cheeks burning hot. In her heart thinking, all for Sister Summer's graduate school plan. I truly don't like this. All for sister. Brother smells so good. I tapped Lily's head lightly. "Were you threatened or coerced? If she coerced you, blink to let me know." Lily avoided my gaze, stammering, "No, nothing. Help Sister Summer." She said as long as she gets into graduate school, she'll study hard later, never skip class, or sneak home again. Summer, hearing this, froze, looking at her, thinking silently, when did she say these words? But Lily's clear eyes softened her heart. Immediately nodding in agreement. Right, I said that. As long as I get accepted, I'll definitely work hard, diligently, earn lots of money for little brother to spend." Lily puffed her cheeks, looking at her nose tip unhappily, adding, "You spend money so wastefully. How would there be money left for him?" Summer was momentarily flustered. Should've gone along with what the little one said. She retorted, "I'll definitely be frugal. Last time I even asked brother to transfer 10,000 gold coins." Lily huffed softly. Summer shrank back, sneaking glances at me. That refund request was already approved. But since that was money I earned with my ability, why should I return it? I patted Lily's head, then looking at Summer, saying, "Fine. What exactly do you want me to help with?" Summer rubbed her hands, voice flattering. "Actually, it's nothing major. Just the principal at Riverside University wants inviting you over to discuss cooperation on posting videos together and establishing a fund to support rural students." Chapter 134. Seriously, This game is way too realistic. Watching the two girls looking expectant, I helplessly shook my head. These old men are truly troublesome. Clearly a video call would work. Yet insisting on meeting in person to talk. After all, since crossing over here I still haven't visited this school. Riverside City's most prestigious university. Consider this trip sightseeing. After scheduling the time, Summer satisfiedly left the gaming room. Before leaving, she even struck a perfect farewell pose. Voice full of meaning. Well, I won't disturb you two anymore. Truly shameless. I grabbed a bag of chips throwing straight at the door. Summer caught the chips, laughing happily, then conveniently closing the room door. The moment the door closed, I looked over, seeing Lily curled up like a small cotton ball. Suddenly felt agreeing to this was too hasty. Summer had threatened Lily like that. If I'd been firmer then. Besides face-to-face contact, couldn't there have been, unlocking more positions? Hateful Summer. She was eating chips while replying to the principal's message. While recalling the scene of Lily subduing me just now, she froze momentarily, thinking back to Lily's words. Could it be telling me to come home less and bother them? Summer's mouth corners curved into a satisfied gossip smile. Already accepted for studies. Who'd want going to school? Lily sat sideways on my thigh, her long slender legs gently swinging in the air. In the dim room, just us two siblings. She looked very happy. Brother, what should we do next? Just finished watching one movie. I temporarily didn't want watching a second. So opening League Up to play. The result showed a notification. Account currently logged in on another device. I sighed. That fatty is truly hopeless. Weekend at home not knowing to study. Just always buried in gaming. Brother's not playing games today? Lily tilted her head asking. I thought about my account. Now couldn't even climb to gold rank. Playing diamond account felt nothing. Thinking a moment, I got an idea. Why not download some two-player games? Such a rare weekend. Also consider it an opportunity to cultivate the pure sibling affection between us. Before leaving the house, Summer even mocked me, saying Lily and I were shameless. The relationship between me and her was clearly pure. How could we do anything crossing boundaries? I looked down at Lily sitting in my lap, her eyes reflecting light from the screen, lips soft, shimmering. Looking at them, truly easy to kiss. Frighteningly easy to kiss. I jumped startled. In my head flashed a terrible thought. Lily looked at me puzzled, not understanding why I shuddered like that. I bent down searching the desk drawer, taking out two controllers, plugging them into the computer. I downloaded a very famous two-player co-op game, named It Takes Two. Before downloading, I especially read through some online reviews. Everyone said this game was very fun, but extremely girlfriend-consuming. I patted Lily's head, smiling. Silly girl. Later remember, don't drag me down, or you'll lose your brother. Lily nodded repeatedly, determined. I won't make you lose. Half an hour later, Lily crawled out from my lap, sitting beside me. Over an hour more passed. She moved to the sofa corner, no longer leaning on me. Another half hour. Lily's eyes were glistening with tears. She choked. Brother, don't die anymore. Please, don't die anymore. We've done this level dozens of times. Why do you keep dying? I shrank my neck back. Okay, my fault. I was wrong. Let's try again. This time I definitely won't mess up. Except the first 10 minutes. When Lily was still a bit clumsy. After that, it was all me dying. I looked at Lily's eyes, full of regret and a bit of fear. She sighed lightly, placing the controller on the table. Brother, yesterday I had heat stroke. I'm still very weak. Can't keep playing, I can't handle it. I froze. This was the first time recently Lily refused me. I looked up at the screen. Never expected the game reviews were so accurate. Just 2 hours. And I'd already lost a dear girlfriend. Seeing Lily leave the gaming room, I also shut down the computer. Last night caring for her all night was tiring. This morning driving the long distance. I planned lying down to rest. Seemed Lily thought the same. She was already lying stretched on the bed. I climbed onto the bed, thinking a moment. lightly poking her back. But Lily right now was still angry. She shifted away, stretching the distance between us. It's over. This time she's definitely truly angry, I thought, feeling unsettled. I began slowly, moving toward Lily. Soon enough had cornered her to the bed's edge. Lily turned around, using her hand to lightly push my chest. Brother, go lie on the other side, she pouted, saying. I opened my mouth to say something, but didn't know how to start. Finally just sighed, then dejectedly moving away. Truly this trash game ruined my sibling bond. I silently complained, lying at a distance from Lily, far enough yet close enough. I thought a moment, softly humming, not seeing your smile. How can I sleep? Your shadow so close, yet I can't hold you, while singing. I heard from behind, soft rustling sounds. Lily turned around, moving closer, her head resting against my back. I gently turned around, careful not to startle her. Brother, I still haven't forgiven you. But if you keep singing like that, I can't sleep either, she huffed softly, then saying. What's with this proud personality? My heart suddenly pounded heavily. I gently patted her head. Okay, I won't sing anymore. Really, I won't sing. You're so hateful. Lily struggled, planning to burrow back to the bed corner. I hurriedly hugged her waist, saying immediately, okay, I'll keep singing. I'll sing more. Seeing her cheeks puff up, like a little pufferfish, but not struggling anymore, I couldn't help laughing, reaching to poke her cheek lightly. But before touching, my hand was swatted away by Lily. I helplessly shook my head, then softly continuing the gentle song. Not long after, by my ear rang steady breathing. I breathed a sigh of relief. I was also exhausted, lightly poking her soft cheek, yawning, then quickly falling into sleep. Brother, are you asleep? Not long after I fell asleep, Lily gently opened her eyes, whispering softly. Seeing I didn't respond, she sighed with relief. Brother's so silly. Later I won't play games that need cooperating with you. Looking at my sleeping face, she blushed slightly. Brother, today you made me angry, but this is what Sister Summer told me to pass to you. She gently tucked the hair by her ear. I truly don't like it, but it's all because Sister Summer made me do it. Chapter 135. Summer's starting to have mosquitoes. Dusk fell. I gradually woke up, seeing Lily still sleeping soundly. I lightly poked her cheek. On Lily was a gentle, pleasant fragrance. When holding her while sleeping, the feeling made my nerves relax. Lily frowned, swatting my hand away, softly making a kitten-like sound. Brother, have you eaten yet? I asked. Not yet. But, if you keep sleeping, I'm afraid you won't sleep tonight. Don't forget tomorrow you still need waking early for school, I said, then standing up going to the bathroom to wash my face. Lily rubbed her eyes, slowly following behind. I looked in the mirror above the sink, seeing on my face a small red mark. Reaching to scratch lightly, didn't feel itchy, but instead felt a bit moist. Seeing my action, Lily bowed her head, her face starting to redden. This time of year already has mosquitoes? I looked at her. Did mosquitoes bite you? Lily answered softly. No. I nodded, feeling her manner somewhat strange, but didn't know what was strange. While browsing short videos, Summer rushed into the room. Little Luke, tonight Mom and eldest sister are home. Want eating dinner together? I looked at her surprised. Eldest sister's also back? Summer glanced at me meaningfully. Seems yesterday's trip by you two brought really good results. Eldest sister's work schedule was originally packed, now suddenly freed up to come home once. I nodded, looking at Lily. Let's go downstairs for dinner. I thought to myself. Probably eldest sister returned to ask, what exactly happened yesterday? That's good. I'll take this opportunity to praise Lily's contributions, so everyone in the house gradually accepts her more. Going downstairs, my mother Scarlett Zhao and eldest sister Grace Liu were chatting at the dining table. My mother couldn't hide her pride, saying, Little Grace, see, our little Luke's grown up now. Knows thinking about family. The Riverside City project matter. Did you two tell him? Old Lou is truly getting old. Project delayed over half a month, still not resolved. Finally still had to rely on little Luke taking action. Just one day and everything solved. Just saying this. My mother sighed lightly. This old Lou really. Tonight's meeting's all cancelled. Yet still won't come home. If I didn't know he's meeting Dad, I'd suspect. He has someone else outside. Eldest sister nodded. The Riverdale City project. Must be Dad who told little Luke. I've also been to that seaside village. Back then led over 30 people along. The situation there was extremely complex. Don't know what method little Luke used. That made them not even need the initially agreed compensation amount. Today I spoke with old Tang. The Riverdale City management is all delighted. Workers unemployed for half a month. Now everyone's full of enthusiasm working. I held Lily's hand, walking together to the dining table. Sitting beside Mom. Mom, where's Dad? Why isn't he home today? Isn't it because of the Riverdale City project that you two have to keep working overtime? My mother took my hand, patting lightly. Don't worry about Dad. Today Grandpa called him over again. Don't know when he'll return. Old Lou's probably now, enjoying the rod of love from father and son. I slightly avoided eye contact, asking softly, do we still have alcohol at home? And disinfectant like iodine or wound spray, Mom? Mom frowned, asking, little Luke, where are you hurt? Stand up and let Mom see. I felt a bit nervous. No. Nothing, just think. Later when Dad comes home, he'll probably need it. Mom, remember preparing it? Eldest sister looked at Lily, then at me again, saying softly, little Luke, I know lately you and little sister, your relationship has improved a lot. But you're a boy, and she's a girl. You're both almost adults. Even as blood siblings, must maintain distance, understand? Lily bowed her head low, silently eating. Clearly before, eldest sister never paid attention to me. Why now when I just got a brother? She wants separating him from me. Eldest sister is bad, deliberately wanting to steal brother from me. I turned back, gently patting Lily's head, smiling. Don't worry, eldest sister. I know proper limits. Summer rolled her eyes, muttering under her breath, hugging little sister, watching movies, going anywhere, holding hands with fingers interlaced, even wearing matching pajamas. That's called having proper limits? Seeing the two so intimate. Eldest sister frowned slightly again, planning to say something more. But Mom already interrupted. Little Luke, tell us, how did you persuade the Bayshore villagers to relocate? I thought a moment, then recounting the edited story. Initially I just planned talking nicely with them. Thought those stubborn old folks would agree to move. Back then Lily reminded me to have people along record video as evidence. After going up the mountain, I met them. But they started making trouble. So I pulled old Tang and fled. Seeing negotiations didn't work, I thought since we had the video, planned posting online to expose them. But Lily reminded me, must report to city management first, and show them the video. She even video called me, recording management's indifferent reaction, afraid of damaging their reputation. Finally they had to agree resolving it. Yesterday though not too hot. But Lily kept running back and forth. So got heat stroke. Hearing me say this, she puffed her cheeks, looking unhappy. Clearly it was brother's achievement. Why credit me instead? Mom, eldest sister and Summer all stared wide-eyed at Lily. Summer suddenly hugged her tightly. My good little sister. I already said, little Luke, that blockhead. How could he solve problems even Mom and Dad couldn't handle? Turns out it was all your achievement. Next time something like this happens, just call me along. I also want contributing to the family. She breathed a sigh of relief. Initially worried because little Luke was too outstanding. But now seems, as long as passing graduate school entrance, definitely can surpass little Luke. I smiled faintly. They might even hope. You really go there. Chapter 136. Lily's Small World. Hearing my words, eldest sister nodded slightly, pondering. My mother looked at Lily, still not believing. Those ideas came from her. Really, you who thought of those methods? Mom asked. I glanced at Lily, signaling her to accept credit. Just like this a few more times. Gradually, Lily's image in everyone's hearts will change. Then she can truly integrate into the Liu family. But Lily just shook her head slightly. Mom, all those things were brother's doing. I just went with him to Riverdale City. Finishing, she finished her rice bowl, puffing her cheeks, then going straight upstairs. Summer also felt a bit awkward. Her intuitive alertness told her, staying here now definitely won't be good. She grabbed some random food bites, then escaping to the kitchen to eat alone. I watched Lily's departing figure, sighing lightly. In my heart felt I'd done something wrong. My mother gently patted my leg. Little Luke, whoever's achievement should let that person claim it. Mom knows you want Lily integrating with our family. But with the girl's current manner, how do you expect us to accept her? Clearly you had good intentions. Yet she showed an unpleasant attitude. Mom, don't say more. I interrupted. I didn't think carefully. Shouldn't have made her lie with me like that. Mom sighed. Fine. Mom won't say more, but at least today she didn't casually lie along. Consider that a good thing. Eldest sister looked at me, saying softly, Little Luke, after eating, go check on little sister. She's also a normal person. Has her own thoughts. Mom and Dad work hard earning money, so we can live the way we want. Thank you, eldest sister. I understand now. I nodded firmly. All this time, I only thought of ways to help Lily integrate into the Liu family, but never thought about how she herself feels. For her, this is a strange place. Having to call two strangers mom and dad, and those two treated her terribly because of the original owner. Does she truly want integrating into the Liu family? Perhaps she just wants keeping this current comfortable life. Yet I arbitrarily imposed my thoughts on her, wanting her to have feelings for the Liu family, wanting her to become part of this family. I hurriedly finished the last bites of rice, then standing up, running straight to my room, searching everywhere, bed, bathroom, even the gaming room. Couldn't find Lily anywhere. I ran to her room door, knocking lightly twice, then pushing the door open. The room was empty. I knew for certain Lily was truly angry. But she didn't lock the door. That proved she still wanted giving me a chance. I gently stepped into the room, but didn't see her on the bed. In my heart began worrying. Finally, among the pile of miscellaneous items, I discovered a small space constructed with cardboard boxes. Lily was sitting curled up inside, hugging her knees, back turned toward me. I noticed her shoulders trembling slightly in waves, like she was crying. I tiptoed, entering her small world. Sitting right behind her, inside that small corner, hung full of faded old school uniforms, worn out backpacks, shoes nearly falling apart. I also saw an empty potato chip can, when lifted, made a clanging sound. That was Lily's old savings spot. Besides those old worn things, were several items I'd bought for her, neatly stacked in piles. A purple hairdryer, several outfits, bags and small decorations. Even the photo from the zoo visit, she'd also printed out, carefully pasted on both cardboard walls. Especially the picture of her holding the panda, accidentally kissing me. That photo was enlarged most clearly. I sighed deeply, heart feeling constricted, gently placing my hand on her shoulder, softly saying, Sorry, Lily. I was wrong. She said nothing, just silently shifting, moving toward the wall corner, until she couldn't retreat further, with nowhere left to escape. I hugged her tightly from behind. It's all my fault. Can you forgive me? Lily turned around, throwing herself into my arms, biting hard on my chest. Brother, just having you is enough. You once said you'd never leave me. Then why do you always try pushing me toward others? She sniffled, looking up at me. Brother, you once said, if I felt uncomfortable, I could tell you. Right? I don't like mom and dad. I know you want me and them, and with the sisters, living harmoniously, but I don't like it. I lay back on the floor, Lily's small body pressing down on me, the burning warmth from her body transmitting through thin clothing. I wrapped my arms around her waist, softly saying, I was wrong. I shouldn't have forced you doing what you don't like, using love's name while actually hurting you. Never expected I'd again be hit by that bullet from years ago. Right between the eyes once more. I patted her back gently. Lily, I swear. From now on, absolutely won't make this mistake again. Can you forgive me? Lily huffed softly. Then finding a comfortable position on me. Lying down, I stroked her hair gently. Hands lightly resting on her waist. And back. A moment later, Lily took 2 deep breaths. Then sitting up from me. Huffing slightly, fine, I forgive you. She crawled off me. Who told you you're the person I love most? I breathed with relief. Slowly standing up from the floor. Lily plopped down on the ground. Head rubbing against my chest lightly. Smile breaking through, revealing neat white teeth. She said, but still. I'm still a bit angry. Then she hugged my waist. Little head rubbing like a small drum. Continuously bumping gently against my chest. A moment later, she pulled my hand, giving me an empty potato chip can full of coins. Brother, you've given me so many gifts. This is my gift back to you. Inside is all the money I've saved since childhood. Money from collecting bottles and scrap metal. Money from helping village elders with odd jobs. And money from picking wild vegetables to sell. I saved it all. Later I'll earn so much more money. Enough to let you live comfortably. All for you. She paused, eyes looking at me. Brother, please don't push me away anymore. Just having you is enough. Chapter 137. Old Cadre, Style. I looked at the worn potato chip can before me. And Lily's both pitiful and expectant gaze. My heart felt constricted. I solemnly accepted from her hands all of her trust and life. I understood clearly, with Lily's personality. If one day she left the Liu household, she absolutely wouldn't take even a single coin. Now, she'd placed all her hope of leaving entirely in my hands. Lily breathed a relieved sigh like releasing a burden. Then suddenly lunging forward, pushing me down to the ground. Her head rubbing against my chest several times. Then suddenly looking up, kissing my neck lightly. The cool sensation from there transmitted. I looked down surprised. Then shaking my head with a smile, I patted her head. Did you eat enough tonight? Want eating something more? Lily looked up, smile radiant, showing bright white teeth. Just now brother made me so angry I got full. Now not angry anymore, can probably eat a bit more. Then change clothes and let's go. I said, let's go to that barbecue place from last time. That place has almost become Riverside City's check-in spot. I paused, then adding, there are lots of people now. Plus it's a drinking place. And it's evening. Remember to wear something loose. Lily nodded, joking. What about you? At night, don't dress too flashy. Or you'll shine too brightly, making all those girls lose sleep missing you. I laughed, if you say so. Then I must prepare even more carefully. A moment later, Lily opened my room door. Seeing me wearing a white dress shirt, business jacket and black dress pants. On the belt even wore a large, Donkey, brand buckle. Though items in my room were definitely all authentic. But styled like this, anyone would think they were fake. While Lily wore a white mandarin collar shirt. Outside wearing blue and white school uniform jacket. Pants below were dark blue, loose-fitting. Looking exactly like a middle school student. I raised my eyebrows. Miss Liu, how does this outfit look on me? Just saying, I grabbed a large tea mug. Even sticking out my stomach. Looking exactly like a retired cadre. Lily could only hold her forehead. The feeling of going out with brother like this. People will think he's taking his daughter to sell. Before she could protest, I already grabbed her elbow. Dragging her straight downstairs. Looking exactly like a father. Dragging a truant child to an internet cafe. Lily quickly bowed her head. But thinking again. It actually does look real. Going downstairs to the living room. Eldest sister and my mother were discussing company matters. Summer was hiding in the kitchen trembling. Not daring to show her face. Afraid that just being seen by them, the conversation topic would immediately shift to her. Hearing my movement, Summer immediately cast pleading eyes. I looked at the two sitting on the sofa. Calling loudly, Mom, eldest sister. Tonight I'm going out for a walk. Then looking at Summer hiding in the kitchen, fourth sister. Come out with me. Summer nodded repeatedly. running quickly to her room to change. My mother looked at me. Couldn't help frowning. Little Luke, you're planning to go out like that? Dressing like this is safer, Mom. After all, I'm the dream of 13 billion girls. If recognized, probably won't make it home, I said, smiling. Mom just shook her head. Fine, remember coming home early. Don't play too late. Eldest sister looked at Lily hiding behind me, nodding slightly, reminding. Eat less junk food. Tomorrow still have school. Remember taking her to school on time. I nodded repeatedly, agreeing, acting very obedient. Right then, Summer also finished changing and came out. She wore a sky blue dress shirt. Outside wearing a dark blue V-neck sweater. Below were straight leg dress pants. Hand also holding a handbag. She adjusted the gold-rimmed glasses on her nose. Kissing Mom's cheek lightly, then saying, Comrade little Luke, let's go inspect the night food stalls. Lily glanced at Summer resentfully. Now she stood between us two, looking no different from a child being led by parents for an after-dinner walk. Truly didn't know whether to cry or laugh. Hearing Summer finish, my mother frowned again, displeased. You people always just eating late-night snacks. Don't know to get full from dinner? Summer shrank back. The serious demeanor just now immediately disappeared. Then she quickly hid behind me. Only after leaving the house did she stretch her body fully. Sighing with relief, Mom's so biased. Clearly both going for late-night snacks. Why only scold me? The originally loose outfit, following her movements, stretched tight, accentuating her full alluring figure, making it hard for others to look away. I glanced at Summer, then quickly turning away. Hey, consider yourself lucky Mom still stops you from eating late. If one day Mom lets you eat whatever, stuff yourself however much, tell me, won't you be worried? Summer pouted, thinking a moment. Then her whole body shuddered. Shush, shush, your crow's mouth. She held out her hand before me. Little Luke, didn't you know some medicine? Check if I have any illness. I placed my hand on Summer's wrist, eyebrows immediately furrowing. What's wrong? Could you really have some incurable disease? She said while touching her forehead, also checking her own pulse. I said seriously, tonight we're out for late-night snacks. But looking at your complexion, seems you're already full. Such a serious matter. You didn't report to the organization. This is a serious ideological error. Summer slapped hard on my back, making me jump. She cleared her throat, saying, the great writer Lu Xun once said, the stomach is like a sponge. Just squeeze a bit and there's room for late-night snacks. Such philosophical tone. My mouth corners twitched. Hearing this, Lu Xun's coffin lid would pop off. I drove to the barbecue place from last time. Right now the place was packed with customers. In just one short week, they'd even hired 2 more kitchen helpers. Seeing this bustling scene, I frowned slightly. Eating anywhere is still eating. Thinking this, I planned changing locations. Summer grabbed my hand. Hey, little Luke, this place is so crowded. The food must be delicious. Let's queue up. She hooked my arm, happily saying, you came here but don't know how famous this place is. I was slightly surprised. Summer glanced at me, then also nodding understandingly. But with people queuing this much, proves it must be really good. Chapter 138. 3 sentences that kill the atmosphere. At the barbecue place, the owner thoughtfully arranged chairs for waiting customers, even placing several high-powered fans, continuously running to keep cool. The atmosphere became quite lively. Seeing Summer's eager expression, I could only shake my head helplessly. Then walking up to the counter to order, the owner looked at me somewhat familiarly, slightly frowning, like trying to remember something. Suddenly he slapped his forehead. Remember now, the man before me is the one who made my barbecue place famous overnight. Little Lou, go borrow another table from next door, the owner called out, then handing his work to another apprentice. Walking over to me, smiling, what would you like to eat? Order freely, today I'm treating. Then we won't be polite. Seeing the place this crowded, you must be doing well, I said, smiling. The owner scanned around the restaurant, wiping sweat from his forehead, smiling. Since that day, My place suddenly got so busy. Now I've hired 2 more helpers. Starting barbecue from 2 p.m. By 8 or 9 p.m. everything sold out. The owner looked at me, seeing on my plate each item just a small portion, immediately decisively taking my plate away. I already said, "This meal's on me, don't be polite." Honestly, I'm very confident in my skills. I quickly waved my hands. No, sir. We're all already full before coming out to play. Just eating for fun. Wasting food if we can't finish. Hearing me finish, the owner stood up observing us 3. He looked at me once. Then at Lily sitting beside, mouth clean without grease. Then curiously asking, "Doctor, your niece ditching school for internet cafes?" Lily's face immediately flushed. She bit her lip, bowing her head. Dissatisfied, using her small fist punching my back lightly. Summer burst out laughing. Then hooking Lily's arm saying, "Dear niece, let Auntie show you what a serious misunderstanding is." The owner glanced at Summer. Then turning to smile at me, "Little brother, your luck's not bad. Sister-in-law beautiful as a fairy." The smile on Summer's face immediately froze. She looked at me, face also reddening. I twitched my mouth corners. "Sir, if you truly can't tell, should probably go to the hospital for an eye exam." The owner looked confused, glancing at Summer once more. Then suddenly slapping his forehead, "Ah, so last time was the real sister-in-law. But this time, not as pretty as the last one." Hearing this, on Lily's head seemed about to smoke. Summer also froze several seconds. Being mistaken as my wife was one thing. Now also being criticized for not being as pretty as someone else. "Sir, your deduction ability must have learned from Detective Conan." She angrily pointed at me. "I'm his older sister. His blood sister. If he could marry someone as pretty as me, he'd probably laugh himself to death." She glared at me angrily. "Right, little Luke?" I glanced awkwardly at the owner. His eyes being bad was one thing. His mouth was truly vicious. Just us 3 people. He spoke exactly 3 sentences. Enough to make the atmosphere die of awkwardness. The owner just laughed heartily. Returning the plate to me, "Well, you all choose. Pick what you like. Today I'm covering everything." Originally planning eating lightly, Summer immediately transformed embarrassment into hunger. Without a word, going straight to the fridge, grabbing several meat skewers, even pulling Lily's hand, smiling with squinted eyes, "Dear niece, tonight let Auntie lead you to eat until the owner goes bankrupt." A server brought out an extra small table. We 3 sat gathered around the low table, waiting for the barbecue to be served. The spot where I once played guitar now had many people queuing for check-in photos. Many people sat in the exact spot I once sat. Some sang my songs again. Some played their own compositions. We 3 ate while listening to them sing. The feeling was quite relaxing. Suddenly felt unusually peaceful. Suddenly a familiar figure appeared at the front of the line. I frowned slightly, seeing Drake Long carrying an exquisite wooden guitar on his shoulder. Sitting exactly where I once sat. He looked around, then clearing his throat. "Previously, I was framed by someone. Had to leave Riverside City. Now I, the invincible one, have returned. I want the whole city to know. Everything I once lost, I'll take back with my own hands." Hearing those childish words, people queuing behind immediately shouted, "Hurry up and record your video. Don't waste our time. I still have a train tonight. Come on, hurry up." Still lots of people waiting behind. "It's just an old shabby chair, what's worth recording? Hey, what's his livestream account? Usually I don't watch people like this. But this level of delusional, I definitely must watch." Drake Long sat down, lightly strumming the guitar strings. Melodious music rang out. The surrounding audience looked at him. Seemed he actually knew how to play. So temporarily suppressing their annoyance, he smiled gently. "Hope everyone helps me record this video. Next, you'll witness a masterpiece." Once seeing my video go viral, he immediately realized the poster was me. Recently he'd tried every method. Finally managed to lean on a backing near Riverside City. Now returning here, his goal was to take away everything I currently have. Tonight he queued for 2 full hours. Just to sit in that exact spot. Using music to defeat me. He imitated my manner. Putting on a face mask. Clearing his throat. Starting to sing. Can't go back anymore. About those innocent times back then. About the sweetness of apples and sourness of lemons. The blank homework pages of Notebook 53 that could never be filled. The old ceiling fan rattling by my ear during afternoon naps. The red running track where sunset cast pale yellow light. The summer that seemed would never arrive. Yet time flew by so fast. Those memories I can never return to. Many people hearing Drake Long's song. In their hearts rose a melancholic feeling. Beginning to recall those fighting days of senior year. Every day waking up to endless practice tests. Knowledge to review that never ended, along with teachers' encouragement. Parents' expectant gazes. Pressure so heavy it made breathing difficult. Sometimes, even felt the college entrance exam was just a deception. As if that summer would never eternally arrive. Yet in a blink, just realized I'd left that exam year long ago. Don't know how many years have passed. Don't know how those friends who once copied my homework are living now. Really want returning to those days. Wish I had confessed back then. Drake Long finished singing, then looking up around. Slinging the guitar on his shoulder, disappearing into the passing crowd. Summer turned to me, happily saying, "Little Luke, that guy's so handsome. Plus sings well too." I stared wide-eyed at Summer. In the original script, there wasn't this scene. Chapter 139. Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite. I reconsidered the original story's content. Logically speaking, at this point in time, Drake Long and Summer hadn't met yet. When those two started getting acquainted, was when Summer had very severe depression. Basically had no mood for talking with him. Now because I interfered, making the two meet earlier than expected. Could fate have been changed by me? I thought a moment. Then hesitantly saying, "Fourth sister. I have a rather blunt question. Don't know if I should ask." Summer looked at me smiling. "Hey, our relationship. If you know it's blunt, then don't ask. Or I'll be insulted by you again." My mouth corners twitched slightly. Then saying coldly, "I think eldest sister's right. At this age, I should just focus on studying. Shouldn't be running around everywhere like this. Riverside University. Can wait until next year after I take college entrance exams. Tell the principal to wait 1 more year for me." Summer froze, then laughing softly, "Little Luke. What's our relationship? Just ask freely, even if you want knowing my 3 measurements. I just think you're being silly, not get angry." I grimaced. Why would I want knowing those numbers? I'm just curious. What do you think about that guy who sang earlier? Don't tell me you like him? Summer raised her eyebrows. That's all? Thought you'd ask something more delicate. What's this? Can't bear parting with me now. Right. If I married you, you'd probably laugh yourself to death. I laughed casually. Summer glanced flirtatiously saying, "He's not as handsome as you. Doesn't sing as well as you. Our feelings aren't as deep. Already have the premium version like you. Why would I look for a replacement?" Just saying this, she pulled the spicy garlic shrimp plate before me. Then smiling, "Don't tell me you said that just for me to peel shrimp for you?" I shook my head helplessly, silently putting on plastic gloves. Starting to peel shrimp for her. "I want some too," Lily said, pouting. I looked at Lily. Her pale face had several sauce streaks from the barbecue skewers. Looking just like a messy little kitten. Such a glutton. I took off the gloves, pulling out 2 tissues to carefully wipe her clean. Lily's sulking immediately melted away. She even cooperated by looking up, cheeks puffing slightly. After I finished wiping her clean face, I pinched her nose lightly, then stretching my neck laughing. Summer watching me and Lily so intimate. Felt even the barbecue chicken wings weren't as sweet as us two. If there's a chance later, she'd definitely stay beside to inhale sugar every day. I put the gloves back on, starting to peel shrimp for both of them. I turned to Summer, continuing to ask, "So you just said that guy was handsome and sang well?" Summer tilted her head, asking surprised, "Isn't he handsome? Doesn't he sing well?" I nodded. Drake Long is after all the male lead. His appearance is indeed quite handsome. And that song just now wasn't bad either. Perhaps Summer just casually praised him. Probably no deeper meaning. Do you have any new songs you composed? Sister Summer glanced at me. All these days listening to your old songs repeatedly. I'm sick of hearing them. Mentioning new songs. Lily immediately remembered the one I sang for her this afternoon. Her eyes instantly sparkled bright, looking at me full of expectation. Those starry eyes truly made my heart tremble. I also want hearing you sing more. Facing such an older sister and younger sister. What could I do but obediently sing? Indulgence. Singing requires emotional atmosphere. Most importantly, must have real inspiration. Finishing. I immediately grabbed a honey chicken wing from the table. Clearing my throat, then singing. Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite. But my mom says I'm about to fly into the sky. The more I'm about to fly, the more I must eat. If I don't eat now, there'll be no chance later. When I just sang, planning to tease Lily and Summer. But when our eyes met, both of them bowed their heads, hands covering foreheads, pretending not to know me. It's over. Is my dirty brother still trustworthy? Lily thought silently. What kind of weird song is this? What kind of singing? Taking back the compliment about him being premium. Clearly just cheap 9.9 with free shipping. Summer also silently complained. When the song ended, I helplessly looked at both of them. These two truly have no artistic cells. Summer opened her mouth to retort, then glancing at Lily. The person who sang here before, was that really you? Not someone else? Lily calmly said. I scratched my nose awkwardly. I was just joking. Why suddenly abandoned by both? Although Summer and Lily couldn't understand my artistry, but the surrounding tables simultaneously called loudly to the owner. Brilliant. Boss. 2 more orders of barbecue chicken wings. Upon hearing barbecue chicken wings, those who just heard me sing, as if hitting a start button, some loudly, some softly singing along, barbecue chicken wings. My favorite. That weird but addictive tune quickly spread from table to table, spreading at dizzying speed, people around successively calling the owner for more chicken wing orders. The owner looked toward the sound source, eyes staring at me, unable to look away. Though my song was truly bizarre, but made his barbecue place sell much better. Now he just wanted printing my photo, offering incense 3 times daily in worship. More effective than worshiping the god of wealth. Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite, don't know when. The owner also started humming along. Summer held her head, groaning, just closing her eyes. In her head echoed, barbecue chicken wings, my favorite. Lily pouted, looking at me reproachfully. Brother. Now my head's full of unclean things. I scratched my head. Never expected, just joking around singing, would spread so fast. When fresh chicken wings were just brought out, a guy in a tank top holding a beer bottle walked to the center. Bottom of his shirt pulled up, resting on his beer belly. Okay. Brothers. Everyone look here. Look at me. Look here. I'm announcing something. That song just now, the original singer is this young guy. Everyone raise your chicken wings. Let him shout a few lines, okay? Those coming here for late night snacks. Mostly just for fun, recording memories. So everyone cheered in agreement. I bowed my head, covering my forehead. In my heart only feeling endless regret. But before saying anything, that guy already slipped his hand under my arm, pulling me up to stand. Come on, young man, don't be shy. Everyone here is just tourists. Tomorrow after going home, probably won't meet again. What's there to fear? Sing. Chapter 140. Life doesn't have that many spectators. No, sir, I'm not a tourist. I'm a genuine Riverside City local. Don't record anymore. My mom doesn't even know I do this stuff. I muttered silently, face only managing a bitter smile. Just joking around. Now my dignity's completely gone. However, right now all eyes focused on me. The originally noisy late-night eatery. Now dead silent. Everyone waiting for me to sing the first line. Lily and Summer, both hands supporting chins, looking at me full of interest, even pulling out phones, preparing to record this glorious moment. My face flushed. but surrounded by expectant gazes. I could only softly sing, "Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite." That guy shouted loudly, "What's that?" Singing so quietly, quieter than my farts. He stuffed a chicken wing in my hand. Then laughing. We brothers gathered from everywhere, rarely meeting like this. Must sing with soul. I pressed my lips together. Knowing today without singing to satisfy him wouldn't be peaceful. I took a deep breath. Then singing loudly, "Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite." "That's right, now that's proper, little brother." The guy patted my shoulder, laughing heartily. "No worries. Nobody here knows you. What's there to fear? We're all just ordinary people. Life doesn't have that many spectators." I sat back down, in my heart falling melancholic raindrops. After all, I'm someone with tens of millions of online followers. Clearly I originally followed a cold, quiet image. Now forget about cold. One shot became a comedy blogger. I glanced at Summer, her mouth smiling almost to her ears. I sighed. "Go ahead, laugh freely. Now I don't want leaving the house anymore. I've become autistic." Lily initially wanted comforting me, but couldn't help bursting out laughing. Then she also broke into laughter. "Now you two are happy. You two are truly cold and heartless. I'll never forgive you two." "Never," I said angrily. Under that bizarre song's influence, the whole barbecue place became even more lively. I felt every chicken wing they ordered like stabbing deep into my heart. Could this be? No business means no harm. The owner, seeing the vibrant atmosphere, brought us 3. A huge plate of spicy garlic shrimp, saying eat freely. Summer raised her eyebrows, pushing the shrimp plate toward me. "Not peeling. You two are so heartless." I huffed coldly, saying, "A harmonious, loving family. Seems someone here is a bit too gloomy." Summer smiled, half joking, half threatening. "If I'm sad, someone has to peel shrimp." I felt exposed, only looking at Lily with pleading eyes, hoping she'd sympathetically help. But Lily was also holding her phone, swaying, smiling at me. "Ah!" A small sound rang out. I helplessly put the gloves back on, silently starting to peel shrimp for both. While I was working, the song, "Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite," still echoing around endlessly. Both Lily and Summer also started softly humming along. Those coming here for barbecue and check-ins, as if supporting the original composer, occasionally stopped by our table, gifting extra chicken wings. Half an hour later, I finally finished peeling all the shrimp, even taking revenge by eating 4 chicken wings straight, finally clearing the table. Now I just wanted going home, or at least leaving this place. I felt my self-esteem being deeply wounded by the surrounding crowd's stares. I pulled Summer and Lily's hands, grabbing both their wrists, quickly standing up, on the way leaving the restaurant to get the car. Passers-by, seeing us 3, more precisely, seeing me, all showed amazed expressions. I frowned, confused. "Why do I feel like everyone's watching me?" Lily nodded, holding my arm tighter, face serious. She'd already seen quite a few young girls glancing at me, eyes full of curiosity. Summer tried holding back laughter, saying, "Not at all. Probably just overthinking. Young men at this age, having high self-awareness is normal. Plus just now you did something embarrassing. So thinking everyone's watching. We're just ordinary rich kids. How would there be so many people paying attention?" I nodded, first time feeling Summer's words actually made sense. Suddenly, a young guy ran before me, asking excitedly, "Hello, are you barbecue chicken bro?" "Barbecue chicken bro." My face immediately flushed, hurriedly shaking my head, denying immediately. No, that person's behind. He's still eating chicken wings there." The guy, hearing this, left. Summer couldn't hold back anymore, holding her stomach, laughing uncontrollably. Lily also released my hand, turning away, hand covering mouth, shoulders shaking from holding back laughter. I opened my mouth, but finally only managing a helpless sigh. I took out my phone, opening TikTok. Since I sang that song, not even 2 hours, already climbed straight to trending #1. Though nighttime, lighting in the restaurant quite dark, but countless videos from different angles, still clearly captured my face. In every clip, my voice singing, "Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite," rang out clearly and hypnotically. I curiously opened the comments. Below was lively as a festival. First comment. First time hearing, didn't understand what the hell he was singing. Nth time. Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite. Ha ha ha. What kind of funny song is this? I'm dead. Obsessed now. Feels like brainwashing. Can't stop anymore. Done for. My head's full of dirty things. Close my eyes. All I hear is, barbecue chicken wings, my favorite. Quite a few people even posted pictures holding chicken wings, proving they also loved barbecue chicken wings. Someone commented, "Hey, isn't this where that blogger, Riverside Luke, once sang? Feel like barbecue chicken bro and that blogger look alike. Whoa, really similar, like twins. So similar I thought it was really Riverside Luke. He's so handsome, exactly like the person in the video. But this way I revealed my face. Why so bizarre?" I laughed while scrolling down. Below were even comments from local netizens. Turns out the person I met on Prosperity Road earlier was barbecue chicken bro. Had I known, would have asked for a photo together. Attached was a photo of my back. I also just met barbecue chicken bro on Culture Street. Attached. Another back photo. I'm on Harmony Road, also met barbecue chicken bro. He even lied saying it wasn't him. I pointed at the comments. Then looking at Summer with desperate eyes. This is what you call life doesn't have that many spectators? Chapter 141. Officially, trend jacked, driving home. On the way home, I drove carefully like a fugitive. Summer's phone still on speaker. Playing the song, Barbecue Chicken Wings, my favorite. Continuously. Each beat stabbing deep into my shredded dignity. Lily's shoulders. Also trembling from holding back laughter. Through the rearview mirror, I glimpsed Lily intently watching every clip of people recording me being forced to sing at the barbecue place. She even saved several of those videos. I could only sigh deeply. Life truly doesn't have many spectators, but online is absolutely packed with them. Getting out of the car, Summer pulled my sleeve, voice full of excitement, "Little Luke, look at this." I looked at her phone screen. A video just posted by the official Air Force channel tonight. Content showed planes soaring across the sky. Lens focusing on the plane wings. Then adding, "Barbecue chicken wings, my favorite," as background music. Making viewers want to burst out laughing. I curiously opened the comments. Reading netizens' opinions. Oh my god. Thought it was someone's parody. Never expected the official account posted it. When the original catches the trend, that's scariest. Barbecue chicken bro, this time you're really famous. Barbecue chicken bro, give me 2 more wings please. No thanks, I'm good, haha. I looked at Summer resentfully. All because you insisted on music. Now look, I'm the internet's laughingstock. Arriving at my room, I just washed my face quickly. Then collapsing on the bed. So tired, just destroy everything. I sighed. The water sound in the bathroom gradually stopped. Lily just finished showering, wearing a thin nightgown stepping out. Seeing my dejected appearance, she suddenly felt a bit guilty. Barbecue chicken bro. Sleep early tonight. Just trying to forget those 3 words. Barbecue chicken bro. The adorable little sister reminded me of that wound. I looked up, looking at her with gloomy eyes. Then suddenly grabbing Lily's wrist. Pulling her into my arms. My hands reaching behind, tickling her sensitive waist. Lily's face flushed. Laughing while squirming, begging, "Brother, I was wrong. Don't tickle anymore. Now you apologize? Can't handle people online. Don't tell me you can escape too?" Little Lily, confess honestly. I grinned mischievously. "Brother, I won't eat chicken wings anymore, really. You dare mentioning it again?" I was about to tickle more but froze. Realizing, while she squirmed, the thin nightgown had ridden up quite high. Lily wiped tears from laughing and crying. Her cheeks flushed, not knowing if from embarrassment or exhaustion. She glared at me, pouting, "Brother's so mean." Then suddenly lunging forward, pushing me down on the bed. She retaliated by tickling me back. Little Luke. Look at the family chat. Summer's voice rang out as she pushed open the door. Just seeing the scene before her, she froze. Then lightning fast, closing the door. Oh my God, these two have developed to this extent? No, no. Both still underage. Progressing too fast. As older sister, I must watch carefully. Thinking this, her face showed an interested, gossip auntie smile. She tiptoed, opening the door a crack. Eyes wide, peeking into the room. After being discovered, Lily silently climbed off me, embarrassedly saying, "All your fault." I hooked my leg around her waist, hand on her back, lightly shaking her flat stomach. Who told you to call me barbecue chicken bro? If fourth sister sees, then she sees. Not the first time. After all, we're innocent. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I rested my head on her shoulder, pulling out my phone, remembering Summer said to check the family chat. Not knowing what happened now, I opened the app, unconsciously holding Lily in my arms. That was our usual position when I checked my phone with her. In my heart still lingered shadows hard to erase. I silently turned the phone outward a bit. In the family group chat. Right now, tonight's video of me, along with my TikTok account, were all dug up. Previously I'd mentioned that account to Tiger Xie, but he hadn't paid attention. Only remembering. Back then I donated, battle formation breaking through Cold Palace, to the nation. Now in the chat, all the women were talking. Messages continuously being sent. Videos on my TikTok account, including the clip of Lily being bullied, and scenes of me being cyberbullied. Everyone in the group was furious, cursing those bloggers for falsely accusing without distinguishing right from wrong. Even Grandpa Xie joined in, directly scolding those who participated in the online attacks. Looking at the dense message chain, though occasionally some inquired about Lily, most were still worried about my mental state. I typed a few lines, replying in the group, "I have parents who love me. Have grandpa and sisters who care. I'm not affected by those attacks at all. As for Lily's condition, I'll always be beside her, helping her gradually overcome it. Everyone don't worry." I glanced outside the door, seeing Summer peeking. I said, "Fourth sister, change the topic quickly. Lily and I are about to sleep." Summer froze. "So you two still sleep together?" She hesitated, then opening the door, entering the room, walking before Lily, gently saying, "Lily, want sleeping in my room tonight?" Lily glanced at fourth sister, shaking her head slightly, saying, "If separated from brother, I'll be very scared. Brother's very well behaved when sleeping. Never does anything weird." I patted her head. What kind of little sister praises her brother as well behaved? Then looking at Summer, saying later she'll still need attending university. In the house, only me beside Lily is most appropriate. I paused, remembering the original story, where cyberbullying was what caused Summer's suicide. I seriously told her, "If you encounter anything unhappy, just come home and talk with me. After all, we're family. I'll definitely stand by you." I softly hummed a line. Come home. Return to those beautiful early days. Seeing my serious eyes, Summer tilted her head, smiling. After teasing little sister, now planning to tease me? Little sister, remember well. All scumbag guys look like this. She walked closer to me, gently hugging me, hand patting my head, saying, "Rest assured, if that day truly comes, I'll definitely cling to your leg for help." Okay, little sister's in your hands. I'm going to the group chat for fun. Finishing, she turned, leaving my room. After Summer left, I turned, seeing Lily's face darkened. What's wrong? Angry again? I touched my nose with a bitter smile. Just got hit by facial cleanser earlier. I sighed, feeling the road ahead was still very long. Chapter 142. Isn't that barbecue chicken bro? Next morning, Lily lightly poked her finger at my cheek. I'd been awake for a while. Just didn't want seeing this world anymore. Just 2 hours last night. And the title, Barbecue Chicken Bro, spread across the internet. Who knows how chaotic school will be today? Barbecue chicken bro, get up, or we'll be late for school, Lily said, laughing. I bolted up, staring at her. Did you forget last night's lesson? I pulled her forcefully into my arms. But this time didn't tickle. Just silently holding her. Lily had prepared mentally to beg for mercy. But seeing me do nothing, she rubbed her head against my chest, then also wrapping her arms around me. A moment later, she lightly patted my back, smiling. Brother, you're grown up. Just waking up and hugging people like a child. Get up, or we'll really be late. You've already missed 2 days straight. I sighed. Finally still have to face it. I put on a baseball cap, wearing a mask and sunglasses, looking like afraid others wouldn't recognize me. Then leading Lily downstairs by the hand. Seeing 3 people sitting at the table eating breakfast, I smiled awkwardly. Mom, sisters. You two haven't left for work yet? My mother's eyes full of love. Luke, if you like chicken wings, Mom will have the chef make more. My mouth corners twitched. Mom. In this lifetime, I don't want seeing chicken wings anymore. Eldest sister Grace Lou looked at Lily, smiling. Lily, if you encounter any difficulties, just find me. I won't let anyone bully you. Lily nodded, then silently sitting at the table corner. Mom glanced at her. If something happens, don't hide it in your heart. When the time comes, it'll be the whole Lou family losing face. Mom, I interrupted saying, little sister and I attend the same school. I didn't care for her well enough. Now I've transferred her to my class. From now on, I'll take good care of her. Seeing me defend Lily like this, my mother Scarlett Zhao sighed reproachfully. You're truly a heartless son. Later after marrying, you'll probably forget your mother. I grinned, raising 2 fingers in a cutesy pose, fake voice saying, Mom, rest assured. I'll be feminine with you my whole life. Summer drinking soy milk choked. She quickly sniffled, holding back laughter. After breakfast, all 5 of us went outside. When Mom stepped out the door, eldest sister Grace Lou came before me and Lily, helping me adjust my collar, reminding, remember taking good care of little sister. A harmonious family means everything goes smoothly. She gently patted Lily's head. Yesterday Mom learned about your situation. She was also very angry. Just didn't know how to face you. Don't blame Mom. All right, I'm going to work. You two remember studying well. Seeing eldest sister leave through the door, I finally held Lily's hand saying, let's go. My chicken wing, little sister. Lily tilted her head, smiling back, let's go. Barbecue chicken bro. Arriving at the school gate, Lily still remembered bringing Mason Jiang a sandwich. I thought, these days haven't fed my disciple anything. So I also stopped by the sandwich stand. Just approaching, I suddenly noticed, on the stand they'd newly placed a small grill. From the grill rose the fragrant smell of honey, along with barbecue chicken wing aroma spreading. Student, what would you like? Today just add $3. Get extra, barbecue chicken bro version chicken wing. I gaped, awkwardly telling the owner, sir, you catch trends really fast. I ordered a sandwich with chicken wings. Then hiding behind Lily, both returning to class together. Since waking until now, just over an hour, and I already felt exhausted. On the way, I heard, at least 3 times, people mentioning, barbecue chicken bro. By the time we were a few hundred meters from class, I even saw a classmate, pretending to be calm, walking past me 3 times. Even when I entered the classroom, 5 or 6 people stood outside the door pointing at me, whispering discussions. A moment later, Ethan Cheng ran before me, voice teasing, oh, isn't this barbecue chicken bro? I immediately got angry. Damn it, BBQ chicken bro my ass. I raised the sandwich in my hand, threatening him. Ethan Cheng quickly changed tone, clasping hands smiling flatteringly, barbecue chicken bro. I want learning how to grill wings like you. I angrily turned away, then lightly pinching Lily's cheek, partly your fault. With 4th sister playing around. Who told you to listen to that nonsense song? Lily pouted. Clearly 4th sister started first. Brother only bullies the weak. I smiled. If it were summer, we'd probably be fighting big time. While Lily is soft and obedient, doesn't resist. Being teased is also adorable. Mason Jiang couldn't stand it, turning to glare at me. Don't bully her. Seeing Mason's momentum, I obediently withdrew my hand. Right then, Wendy Liang walked over, face showing a forced smile, placing before me a sandwich fragrant with chicken wings on my desk, softly saying, "Sorry, without you beside me, I finally realized my life feels like it stopped." Every night doing homework, I remember those moments we spent together. Now I know I was wrong. Can you forgive me? Can we go back to how we were? She wore a long white floral dress, eyes slightly red, making her appearance even more delicate and gentle. I clearly remembered that dress. Exactly what she wore on the first date with the original owner, before. Lily vigilantly snuggled close into my arms, like a kitten guarding food, looking at Wendy with fierce eyes. I stared stunned at the girl before me. Moments we spent together. I searched the original owner's memories. The two of them hadn't even completed a single proper date. Just a few times walking the dog, accidentally passing shopping streets, seeing a bag she liked. She made him pay, then saying there was an urgent matter at home, making him call a car to take her back. I nodded slightly. Indeed, a moment. Wendy Liang heard the sarcasm in my tone. Her face flushed, taking a deep breath, voice choked. Can we truly not go back? I raised my eyebrows. I struggled so hard to evolve from simp to human.